Hello and welcome to another episode of my Battletech Extended 3025 career playthrough, and I left myself ready to do a flashpoint this session, so that's what we're going to start with. And oh yeah, it's the big steel claw one, isn't it, with the steel beast, and it's a 3 skull, so we're not going to take the biggest stuff out. Maybe I'll take my heavies for this. So here we go. Alban Stieglitz Bradford says, Commander, I'm pleased to see that you've accepted my request. The matter that I have for you is one of a personal nature. My nephew Arjun has been murdered. Oh dear. My nephew Arjun has been murdered, killed in the cockpit by a grandstanding fool in front of a cheering audience. I want his head, and I want you to deliver it to me. I'm sorry for your loss, Graf Stieglitz Bradford. That name is such a mouthful. And I think I can speak for everyone on the team when I say that we'd be honoured to help. Who exactly are we going to be dealing with? A Solaris gladiator. He's a mountain of a man, a sadist who revels in misery and thrives on the jeers of the crowd. His name is Bogdan Tubbs, but he calls himself the Steel Beast. Under the guise of friendship, Tubbs challenged my nephew to a harmless exhibition match, but when Arjun stepped into the arena... how do you say that? Arjun or Arjun? I've no idea where that name comes from, but never mind. Stepped into the arena, the gladiator turned what should have been a friendly duel into a bloody execution. In the end, he crushed Arjun's cockpit with his battlemech's armoured claw. Did somebody pay him to do it? What was his motivation? Fame? The roar of the crowd? Who can guess? In truth, Ms. Murad, I couldn't care less what drove that gladiator to kill dear Arjun. I care only that the justice of House Stieglitz Bradford and House Steiner is visited upon this steel beast, and that Bogdan Tubbs pays for Arjun's death with his own life. If you can lure this gladiator out to the rimward periphery, we'll take care of him for you. Alas, I cannot, but you can. One of the Steel Beast's biggest sponsors, Ironwood Productions, has a holovid distribution facility right here on Heretitus. And it just so happens that Ironwood Productions is hosting a major fan event for Tubbs' most ardent supporters. I want you to make a mockery of the Steel Beast's retinue, smash them to pieces, stomp them flat, send them running back to whatever caves they crawled out of, and I want you to record yourselves doing it. Okay, I'm with you so far, keep going. After you've destroyed the Steel Beast supporters, I want you to proceed to Ironwood Productions' hollow recording facility and capture it. You will then use the equipment inside to broadcast a challenge to Solaris 7 and beyond. The Steel Beast will be powerless to resist such a challenge. He will come to you, and you will kill him for what he did to my nephew. You really think that this idiot will be that easy to ambush? I mean, it'll be a pretty obvious trap. If you call him out loudly enough, he won't have a choice. Solaris gladiators live and die by their reputations. If the Steel Beast ignores your challenge or refuses to fight you, his popularity in the arena will suffer for it. In that case, we're on it. You have my thanks. Return to me when your challenge has been recorded, and we'll lure Arjun's killer to us. Okay. Am I there? Can you see me? Are you guys there? I saw Sarge say, where did he go? I think I'm still broadcasting, as far as I can tell. Oh, there's a network error.
Command interface initiated.
Okay. Okay, you guys seeing the picture and everything? Are all systems nominal?
Speeder in the chip.
I'm confused by what's going on here. Obviously, we had some frame dropping issues yesterday, and so I didn't stream last night, and we tested a load of stuff and fixed things as far as we could tell. Under test circumstances, everything was back to normal and fine. And then today, there seems to be issues again, even though everything we did to fix it is still implemented. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. But there's something going on. It might just be Twitch. It might be something that's out of our control completely. But I'm not sure.
You have orders? Moving out.
Whatever's going on, it's really annoying. You'll have to let me know if you guys notice anything weird happening, you know, if there are any other issues occur.
Good to go.
Receiving you. Here you go. Reporting enemy vehicle eliminated.
What's up, Commander?
Where can we get cold steel to? Just a bunch of crappy vehicles at the moment. Oh, I guess we'll just march forward a little and brace. So, 2 60-ton vehicles visible there. Not sure what the tonnage of that one is down the road, but we'll not worry about it just yet. Okay, Sarge, I'm going to run to these trees, get him into cover, and get him into a nice advanced position, and we can see what I think both of these vehicles will be. Yeah, both of them. The one's a laser carrier and one's a Bulldog AC2. Okay. So the laser carrier is probably the scarier of those two, I would say. Hopefully Sarge's evasion will save him from a lot of damage there. Seemed to.
Alright, everybody, let's get this done.
Hey there.
Right. Emperor Krang. Can't reach cover anywhere. So I guess we'll go for using some vigilance to give him some protection. And what should I obliterate? I guess I'll obliterate the Bulldog because I don't think that's done its turn yet. So may as well try to kill it before it does get to shoot. The laser carrier obviously already had a turn. And it's the closer target, so we should be able to kill that with other things as well.
Reporting.
There we go. Alto's in range. Get that wrecked.
Hot damn, let's do this.
Reporting enemy vehicle eliminated.
Yeah?
So we know the other vehicle was over here on the left somewhere, so I'm just moving cold steel up onto this little raised part of the hill just to see if I can get a line of sight.
Ready for orders.
Affirmative.
Hello, how you doing?
Awaiting orders.
Right here.
Can't get line of sight to this guy. He's in an awkward position, so I'm just gonna have to patiently move forward until I get line of sight. I mean, yeah, of course, Alto could sensor lock, but I haven't got any indirect fire weapons to take advantage of the sensor lock. May as well do it anyway, just to see what this thing is, but... Oh, crap! It's an SRM carrier. And, of course, that is a scary, scary thing to be facing. It's not fully armoured one, though, so I'm sure we can smash it easily enough.
Standing by.
Come on, Sarge. You've got this. There he goes. Whew. The best way to deal with those things before they get to fire at you.
One for the scrap heap.
So, where's the rest of this stuff? This map is tiny. Okay. We killed the retinue. Now what? There's just nothing else going on right now, so I guess I'll run back this way, because I think the map actually extends that way. Oh, there we go. We've got reinforcements to deal with. Yeah, okay. I guess correctly, we're running in the right direction. We've actually got some mechs to fight now. That'll be more fun. So, we've got a 60-tonner there.
How might I help?
Who can see it? Looks like Alto can get a line of sight, so let's go pound it with the Bombardier. What else? We got 70 tons, 260 tons is what I see so far. This is a not very healthy looking rifleman. Should have brought the mediums out for this.
They've got a sensor lock on me. Yes, Commander.
Can't quite get into range.
Ready for orders.
The steel hammer will be able to fire its large lasers though.
Fire.
Not the best shooting ever, is it? Gunnery skill 4 for you. Now, I don't know if there's a fourth mech or not. I can only see 3 so far. Right, let's go for a sprint with Emperor Krang.
On my way, double time.
Waiting for orders.
Emperor Krang says, love the Steel Beast flashpoint. It was the first one I did. It's also the easiest flashpoint in the game. Got my ass handed to me in the second one I did. Learned not all flashpoints are easy. Yeah.
All weapons are go.
As I've said before in the past, those ones with the target acquisition missions are usually the trickiest, in my opinion. Some of those could be brutal, especially when you start doing the alliance flashpoints. There's some of those flashpoints can be quite challenging. Obviously, on another playlist on the vanilla game, I played through all the flashpoints, including each one that pops up for allying with the major houses. And yeah, they get more tricky at that level, but it's fun and interesting. Sarge says SRM carriers are more annoying than a neighbour's dog barking at 4 AM. I'm going to shoot at the archer because the archer's a threat.
Copy that.
But again, all of these mechs, they're not fully armoured. I should have just brought the mediums out for this. The heavies are not really required. I know the enemy has heavy mechs, but they're not fully armoured heavy mechs, are they? So They got good firepower, but not good armor.
On my way.
Emperor Krang says, the worst thing I ever saw was a Rogue Tech SRM carrier. 25 SRM6s and heavy armor. What? What is that ridiculousness? That's insane. Samurai says, did you hug it? That's what you have to do with those. Yeah, no.
Yes,
Hopefully Krang did not hug it.
confirmed.
I think I might go for a precision strike here, see if we can speed up the demise of this archer. Yeah, Krang's saying these aren't real heavy mechs. No, they're not with this level of armor. They're like pretending to be heavy.
Good to go.
Sarge, what are you gonna zap? I guess keep zapping the archer because it's not dead yet. We'll precision strike this. Let's just get him over with. There we go.
Give 'em everything.
Yeah, I reckon I'll bring my mediums out for the next one. Because this is too easy.
Roger. Locked on target.
Alright. Quick Draw is trying to flank us, but he's going to get dealt with in due course.
What's the plan?
First things first, though. Really like to finish off this dragon. Let's go here.
Be there in a jet.
So, right out in the open, we'll give him some vigilance for protection, and then Cloud of Death towards the dragon. Not using a precision strike, but hopefully just rely on the missile spam to do the job, and it looks like it worked. Yep, dragon down. Right, now we can focus on this flanker.
Heading out.
I think Cold Steel's going to have a hard time hitting him with that much evasion. Yeah, not great. Never mind.
Beat the case.
We'll try. 2 hits. It's not bad. About what I'd expect from those odds.
What's up, boss?
Right, Sarge can do a better job, I'm sure.
Moving out.
Let's go for the precision strike. Just try to wreck its center. Probably kill it, I reckon. Yeah, there he goes. Nice, that should be mission over. And then we'll bring out the mediums, I think, for the next one, because that was really straightforward. Oh,
Mission
he's
successful.
being an ass. What am I going to take from this? It's probably going to be nothing that I want because it's low level. Yeah, I guess we'll just take some mech parts for selling. So we'll take those because that puts those 2 variants 1 piece away from completion, and then that'll be another couple of mechs to sell. Krang Krang says, so I had a melee dragon with 2 medium lasers and 2 small lasers and 5 jump jets jump into the final spot behind the base, which had SRM carriers vomit out of a hidden spot. When I jumped into the spot, I faced 2 SRM carriers, 2 LRM carriers, and 2 Shrek PPC carriers. Suffice it to say, there was only a toe left of that dragon. Oh god. The next turn, 1 more SRM carrier, 1 more Shrek PPC carrier, and 1 more LRM carrier came out of the bunker. You get my point. Just a toe left. Oh man, that's brutal. That's pretty funny though. How does the saying go? Look before you leap. Right, let's bring out the mediums. So, how am I going to do this? We'll stick the Dervish in as the scout mech. I've got the 4P, the 4G, and the Whitworth. I did quite like the Whitworth. That was kind of fun. Right, let's do a changing of the guard. Lowlands. I might bring Black Cat out actually. Yeah, let's get him in the Dervish. Yeah, we'll go with this. So we've got Cold Steel, Emperor Krang, Black Cat, and Alto out this time. So we've switched Sarge, given Sarge a rest, and we brought Black Cat out. Since it's a low-level mission and he shouldn't be too much of an issue in the lowlands. Gives me a good opportunity to get Black Cat some experience. Oh. Darius says, I'm going to require more firepower than this. Should I believe him? I don't know. The last mission was just really too easy. This is a base capture. I'll probably be fine. Away with your warning, Darius. Sarge says that's what I call jumping out of the frying pan into the fire. Yeah, that's right. Emperor Krang's giving excuses now. He says the AI did a great job in luring me into that final spot. I mean, personally, I'd be blaming Darius's intel, I think. Clearly, he didn't give you good intel. Otherwise, you'd never have gone into that. Right. Well, speaking of Darius and his intel, he's actually warned me that I'm not taking anywhere near enough tonnage for this mission. We'll see. Let's hope nobody dies. Got to make it interesting though. That last mission was just way too easy using the heavies. So we brought out an entire lance of mediums this time. I mean, they are fairly tooled up mediums as well. It's not like I've just got vanilla weapons or whatever. We've got some improved weaponry in there, I think. Okay. Yeah. Ah, this map. This map. What was Alto saying there?
Moving out.
With his funny bad guy voice. Okay. That's only a 50-tonner. Like, what have we got to worry about here?
Standing by.
Sure, we'll be fine.
Heading out.
Right, let's smash this turret up first, though. Have a look. What can we see? Okay. Oh, that's a Hunchback 4G. Oh crap. Still think the turret needs to go first.
Fire.
Because the turret's packing 2 PPCs. But next priority is definitely the Hunchback. Oh, he's running away. Alright, I'm fine with that. Oh, he has sensor locked Black Cat though, which isn't great. He's only got 20% damage reduction. He's,
Yes,
as
Commander.
I've said before, my only pilot that doesn't have bulwark. Right, so we've got no long range ability in this Lance at all, have we? So I'm just going to have to rush everyone forward.
Ready for orders. Copy that.
The sooner I can get that 4G and the turrets dealt with, the better. Don't know what the other stuff is yet, though. I'm sure it'll be a nice surprise.
Full speed it is.
What's this? An enemy presence?
A trooper! Oh, wow. Not even a full armored trooper as well. Really? Like, Darius was saying, oh, you're not taking enough tonnage. Wow, wow, wow. This is going to be too hard. And they're throwing a not even fully armored trooper at me.
Who wants some of this?
Look, here it is. So what's it got? 12 armor on the center torso, 7 on each side torso. Oh my god. 2 small lasers, a flamer, and a machine gun. It's packing some serious close range firepower there, but it looks cool. I quite like the model. But yeah, it's not exactly going to scare us away, is it? Oh no, we're being attacked. Quick, send out the trooper. Oh dear. Right. Let's see about dealing with another turret. So Emperor Krang is going to try to shoot this turret over here. That's another sniper turret. Okay, and what's this one? That's a standard. Right. Large laser, 2 mediums. Okay.
Now let's see how you handle this.
What's that dealt with? Nice.
One less turret.
Ah, yes. Yes, the AC-20 round missed. So that's the biggest threat to our well-being. Completely whiffed his shot there. Well, now we're definitely going to be focusing on that guy. I think I can afford to leave that turret for now, in favour of smashing up the Hunchback. Is that worth it? That's definitely not worth it, is it? I think I'll give him some vigilance instead, because he could really use the extra protection. 1, he's right at the front. 2, he doesn't have bulwark. Terrible chances to hit, but whatever. We'll go for it anyway. We'll reduce some evasion, and he doesn't have a whole lot of armour anyhow, so may as well start whittling it down. Samurai said that pilot drew the shit straw today. I think you mean short straw. Like, if you're playing that game and it involves having a straw that's got shit in it, someone taught you that game wrong. You're just supposed to cut one shorter than the others. That's all. Like, you don't have to fill it with shit. It's short straw.
What's up, Commander? Speed limit.
Right. I did like this Whitworth. This was a fun mech. Not a bad build. Just bear in mind, the Whitworth is a 40-ton mech. And in this 40-tonner, I've managed to pack 4 medium lasers and 2 SRM-4s. That is very respectable. So far, my favourite 40-ton mech. Oh no, a flea! What are we going to do? Darius, you are so full of crap. Oh, you need to take heavier stuff. You'll never handle this mission. Take heavier stuff. This is going to be hard. Really? Really, Darius?
Consider it done.
I think I might go for a precision strike here. What should I do? Try to shoot off that side torso and remove the AC-20, or just go straight up for the kill? I'll go straight up for the kill, because that guy is potentially within punching range. He's still dangerous. Hey, there we go. CT destroyed. Right, so now they've got a couple of turrets
Enemy down.
and a fleet and a trooper. I think we're going to be okay. Oh, the trooper's decided to run away. He's only equipped with support weapons. Needs to get really, really close to use them. Gets halfway there and then goes, do you know what? No, actually, no. I think I left something on at home. I'm gonna go turn that off. Yeah, okay, mate. You're in trouble. All right, what's this flea? The flea 15. That's packing a lot of guns for a mech its size. So what's it got? 2 medium lasers, 2 machine guns, 2 small lasers, and is that a single flamer? Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of firepower for a 20-ton mech, isn't it? Well, either way, we'll ignore that for now. We've got another turret to smash, so let's do that.
One less turret.
Is that right, Samurai?
Reporting.
Nobody wants to hold that straw. What should we do here? We could just vaporize one of these mechs with an AC-20 round, or I could ignore them, move and shoot that turret. Nah, let's go for vaporizing. All right, precision strike. We're gonna go for the headshot because why not? Like, we may as well give it a crack.
Confirm.
Oh, you're kidding me! You're kidding me! We actually got it!
Tango down.
Wow. Okay. I can't actually believe that. we didn't need a headshot to kill that trooper, but we got it. It's now a crater. There we go. Poor thing. Right. What's next?
Coordinates received.
I suppose we may as well try another just for fun. Why not?
On it.
We done what? How is this right? So when you absolutely need it and it's life or death and you really need to get that headshot, you can't get it. And when you're just messing around and you absolutely have no need for the headshots, I get 2 in a row. Unbelievable. Right, I've popped vigilance on Cold Steel and we're just gonna sprint him forward a little bit out into no man's land, but he does have some protection.
Still reading enemy contacts, Commander. You need to secure the area before you can proceed.
Ginger Yankovsky? Yankovsky? Yeah, that's probably how you say it. Okay, yeah. Right. The studio's well defended. Whatever. We're still going to blow it up. Right, so that's a shredder turret. Okay. And that 45-tonner, that seemed like some sort of vindicator, I think.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, let's push on forwards.
Coordinates received.
Yeah, it is. So what's that? Is that a 1X? No, 1R. What's the 1R? Oh, that's the standard one, isn't it? Yeah. Nope, not you. We'll shoot this turret here with the AC-20, thanks. That's far more of a threat.
Locking in all weapons systems.
Hey, Tasku. Yeah, missions are going good, thanks. It's too easy at the moment, if anything. I've wheeled out the mediums. Darius was panicking, saying, "Oh, you're not taking enough stuff. This is going to be tough." But yeah, I'm pretty sure I could have done this mission using nothing but lights after what we've ended up facing.
What's up, boss?
It's not over yet, though. There's probably going to be some sort of reinforcements.
Be there in a jiff.
Oh, Alto, what was that? Worst AC-20 shot ever.
connection on that one. Hey there.
Orders. Move order received. Taking the shot. Scored a critical hit.
Need something, Chief?
Can't quite get Krang into range, so we'll just go for a sprint. I'm sure he'll survive off that amount of evasion. That's plenty.
Oh, it's on now. Ready for orders.
I want to stay in the front arc.
Piece of cake.
So we'll just move this far and we'll go for some vigilance so he's got some protection just in case this guy survives the barrage. There's every chance he might. But if we get a couple of hits in that centre, he's in trouble. Nah, we didn't manage it.
Nice.
I know, that's right, Sarge. Sarge says, for max gunnery, Alto sure seems to miss a lot. I know. I'm always complaining about how much he misses. It's unreal, really. I'm sure we just notice it more and focus on it more than other pilots, but yeah, like he really does miss a lot.
Hostile eliminated.
I've got eyes on hostile reinforcements. They're heading your way.
Oh no, reinforcements. Whatever will we do if they're sending more fleas and locusts and things like that at us? See, I'm laughing at this and suddenly it'll be a king crab. Something like that shows up. I'm pretty sure we could handle that though. What is it? Unknown, unknown. Oh, a fully armoured Hunchback 4G. Oh. Oh dear. Things are kicking off now.
I copy.
Copy that.
Of course.
Okay, can't quite make it to the trees with everyone. Just the Whitworth actually making it into cover, but I've used Vigilance to give the next closest mech some protection. This could be bad. Oh, it's alright, it's alright. He chose to shoot someone in cover. Cold Steel's all safe. Alright, oh, 65 tons, 60 tons, and a 45. Alright. Now this is still easy. We can handle this. No worries.
No problem.
Right. Gonna give Cold Steel Vigilance. Front line tanking in a 40-ton mech. Not the smartest plan ever. Just saying.
Firing a full southwest.
Krang says, "Hey, you were saying, Doyle? Careful what you wish for." Oh, this is fine, mate. It's all good.
Commander.
That's cool. I've just seen a blackjack variant that I would quite like to get my hands on. So the BJ-1DC. Although we've already used our headshot luck up, haven't we, on the trooper and the flea? So unlikely I'll be able to get good salvage out of this, but I would really like to get my hands on one of these, just because it's a mech we don't have yet. I think again, I can't remember if I'm mixing it up with my non-stream career or not, but either I've got no pieces of this on this one or I've got 1 or 2 pieces already. I have seen one of those in the game before, just can't remember if it was on my stream save or not. Right, anyway, speaking of clouds of missiles, someone was saying Alto should be piloting a missile boat because he doesn't need to be as accurate in that. I think you might be right. But we've got Black Hat in a missile boat right now, shooting at this Hunchback 4G. And no matter what those heavy mechs are behind, this 4G is still probably going to be the scariest thing on the battlefield. So I definitely want to get him dealt with as quickly as possible. No, it's not a 10C. It's a 1DC. So BJ 1DC, and the DC variants tend to be command mechs. They'll usually have some kind of command console in them. This one doesn't. But yeah. Hey Gal, how you doing? I'm good, thank you. Right. This guy has to die, preferably before he gets to fire that AC-20 again. We've opened him up. Krang says, oh my bad, I'm half blind. No worries, mate, it's all good. The writing's very small. You can definitely be forgiven. Oh, right, Alto, this is one time I really need you to not miss. Please don't miss with the AC-20. We need to wreck this guy. Oh, of course the location we've opened up is just a left arm. Not anywhere important. This right torso is what we really need to take off. Oh, yes! Alto hits the CT. Hunchback 4G wiped out. We needed that. Now things are definitely easy.
Oh, I took one in the gut.
Okay, so
Okay.
this could be a dragon. This 60 tonner. And we've got a Thunderbolt and the Blackjack to deal with. I'm going to leave the Blackjack till last. Again, because I'd quite like to salvage that if I can. I need to stop frontline tanking with the Whitworth at some point. That would be smart. Let's move him over there. So we're going to work on this Thunderbolt this turn. Ouch.
Hey, I'm losing armor over here.
Who do I want to front line with?
Yes, Commander.
Let's send Alto to the front line for this round. So we'll plonk him up front, and he's running kind of hot, but I've got coolant vent, so we're going to use that. And I think rather than going for vigilance, we're just going to go with precision strikes this turn. If I can hit the center torso of this Thunderbolt and ignite that SRM ammo, we've got another problem solved very quickly. It looked like the AC-20 went a little bit off target that time.
Receiving you.
Have we got? Yeah, we've got enough resolve left for a precision strike with Emperor Krang as well, and this Hunchback 4P is one of my favourite things. I love that. 7 medium lasers. Let's see if we can get that CT wrecked. Yes, that did the job.
Target neutralized.
Okay, and I think that's a dragon over there.
Got something you want done?
Right now, I'm gonna not shoot with Black Cat. I'm just gonna brace, allow him to lose some heat, because I don't want to just do some random damage at this Blackjack when I could be picking it apart for salvage later. Oh, it's not a dragon at all. It's a quick draw. Oh, they really, really want to wreck Cold Steel, don't they?
Internal damage. It's your time.
Of course, the quick draw 4G packing an LRM-10 as well. That's what threw me off. Right, so yeah, left torso not in great condition at all on the Whitworth. But you know, it's only a 40-ton mech. So what should I do? Should I just run away? Is it left torso? No, because I don't want to shoot at that guy, do I? Let's maybe try for this.
Move order received.
And we're going to focus on the quick draw this turn. Damn, they really, really want to take out that Whitworth.
Damn it. I'm wounded.
Don't worry, Cold Steel. You'll be fine. You'll get through this.
Have orders?
Alright, Alto, we need a special shot with that AC-20. Hit that CT, please.
Have no doubt it will be done.
That looked good. It was good. Face plant for the quick draw.
Hostile removed.
That'll do nicely. Okay, so now we can pick apart this blackjack, and probably we'll end up sprinting that Whitworth far, far away
Waiting for orders.
to get him to safety. Should I try for the headshot? We've had a lot of luck going for headshots this mission, so I feel like my luck's probably run out. But I'm just gonna try. I'm just gonna try, just maybe once or twice. That looked decent. We got one hit, I think, on the head. Yeah. Oh, okay. One hit point remaining.
What's up, boss? Acknowledged.
I'm just going to brace with Black Cat again. Now he's just got one hit point left on his head. I can't pass this opportunity up. So we're going to go for more laser spam, and we're going to go for the headshot again. Come on. Come on. That looked like we got it. Head destroyed. Yes. 3 headshot kills in one mission. And also, suck on that, Darius. We did not need to take a heavier lance at all. Alright, let's... I think we've got to stand in the objective area, haven't we? There we go. That'll do it.
Position confirmed.
You win, Commander Doyle. Ironwood Productions is officially crying uncle. The hollow distribution facility is yours for as long as you need it. If you want to call out the Steel Beast, we can help you to do that. In fact, we'd be happy to. Okay. Yeah. We know a money-making opportunity when we hear it. When you're ready, come on in. We've got a dozen hollow cameras ready to roll. Excellent. This victory brings us a step closer to justice for my murdered nephew. I suggest that you prepare yourselves. You'll be receiving the Steel Beast challenge soon enough.
Mission
All right. So, interesting amount of salvage out of this mission. And yeah, I'll be taking the 1DC parts. I'm only allowed to choose 2 pieces of salvage if I remember rightly, though, which is a shame. You know, Alto racking up the kills, in spite of the fact we were dissing his aim. He's actually doing all right there this mission, and we took damage to the Whitworth, but nothing that can't be repaired quickly. But Cold Steel is out for 16 days after picking up a couple of injuries. Oh yeah, so we've never encountered the 1DC before in this career, so that's a shame. So sacrificing the jump jets, the Blackjack 1DC adds a small laser in each side torso and a heatsink to help ease the extra burden. One heatsink is not going to help ease the burden of 2 small lasers, but never mind. So it comes with 2 ballistic hardpoints, 4 energy, and 4 support weapon hardpoints. You can still put jump jets in it if you choose. You can put up to 4 jump jets in it, but obviously the stock variant comes without. Well, I'm going to take 2 pieces of those. And then we've got the Flea 15, 2 energy hardpoints, 5 support hardpoints. That, I mean, for a 20-ton mech, you can fit a lot of support weapons on this thing. That would be pretty awesome to play around with in the early stages of the game, but what are the chances of getting it early on? Probably not great. And then we've got the trooper as well, 20-ton trooper. What's that? 1 energy and 4 support. Yeah, I'd rather have the flea, obviously, but yeah, as it says here, the trooper was the predecessor to the flea. While easy to maintain, quickly developed a bad reputation amongst pilots. Not only was it lightly armoured, it rode harder than a work mech. Its minimal AP armament made it suitable for militia and anti-infantry roles, but even against similar weight class mechs, it struggled to hold its own. Yeah, so essentially they could have shortened that by saying, the trooper, it's crap, don't bother. I'm just looking to see what else we could potentially roll. Probably heat sinks, I reckon. I'm going to cross my fingers for that 3rd blackjack part, or a piece of flea or trooper. Oh, do you know what? I thought we headshot that flea. I guess we did, but we also at the same time must have obliterated its CT as well, because we only came away with 1 piece of the flea 15. That's a shame. But we did get the 3 pieces of trooper. But yeah, let's see what we roll. No extra mech parts at all, even though there's a huge list of them. And what I did get was crap. Yeah, never mind. Still, we walk away with 2 pieces of blackjack 1DC. And the next time we see one of those, we've got a chance of getting a whole one. I'll definitely be building one of those and taking them out. Because I like how the blackjack looks. 2, it's a variant we've never used before, so it'll be fun to give it a spin. Sarge says he doesn't like the blackjack or the Jaeger mech because they seem to lose their arms too often. Probably not wrong there, but we'll give it a go anyway. Emperor Krang says, oh, well, yes, but they're not meant to be in the fight. No, that's a fair point. Yeah, they're kind of support mechs, aren't they, really? Well, particularly the Jaeger. That's not meant to be frontlining it, is it? Okay. Here we go. Bogdan the Steel Beast Tubbs. I love how they all caps this guy. Hey, Commander Shit for Brains. I saw your little hollow broadcast. You think that you can handle the crushing power of the Steel Beast? Well, I'm here to call you out and challenge your best to a duel to the death. You've got to be kidding me, Tubbs. Is this really how you talk? You're goddamn right it is. The Steel Beast is as real as it gets. He practices 100% sincerity, and he's going to cut through your bullshit with a snap of his claws. You're about to face the unbridled armored fury of Solaris 7's most notorious welterweight champion. I love how they make him welterweight as well. That's just priceless. Oh dear. You're a joke, Bogdan. Welterweight, huh? Interesting. With all the yelling and screaming, I expected you to pilot something bigger. Stay out of it, lady. This is between me and your company's champion. My crab against your best medium mech. Now are you going to accept my challenge? Or are you a bunch of snivelling cowards with jelly where your spine should be? You've got your fight, and when the dust settles, there won't be enough left of you to fill a 5-gallon jug. You think you can frighten the Steel Beast? You don't scare me. It is I who scares you. I'll see you on the goddamn field. Alright. You versus our best one-on-one. We'll be there. No, we're not one-on-one-ing this guy. I'm not falling for that. I know what happens if you do that. So, boss, we're going to drop the whole lance right down on that asshole's head, right? Yeah, damn right we are, Yang. That's exactly what we're doing. Of course he'll try to cheat. Again, any of you that have ever fallen for this trap and dropped a single mech, you know what happens. What if he sticks to his end of the deal? If he's really stupid enough to drop alone, he deserves to get dogpiled. Fair enough. Let's go take out a gladiator. Yep, agree. Okay. So, again, I want to do this with mediums, but unfortunately I've got one that's damaged right now. I think... Oh, it's not a consecutive deployment, so I can actually just repair this. Only takes a day, so we'll do it. Because, yeah, I think we'll be just fine doing this with the medium lance again. Okay. Yeah, you had me worried there for a moment, Catch. Oh, of course, Catch can't hear this because he's having to watch on mute today. But he said, I'm so disappointed I can't hear Doyle reading this out right now. And I was like, oh no, was I muted? No, he's muted. It's fine. Everything's fine. What am I doing now? We need a replacement pilot for Cold Steel because he's out injured. Do you know what? I've not been out on a mission in forever, so Doyle is going to pilot the Whitworth. And what else should we do? Who's not been out on a mission? Right, let's switch Catch in. Let's get Rylan in. Yeah, let's bring out some of the big boys for this one. Halcyon? Yeah, let's bring Halcyon. Okay. Careful, Commander. This drop looks like it might require more firepower. Wah, Darius. Whatever. He's supposed to be fighting us one-on-one. Clearly he's not going to. Shiko 420. Hello. Nice to meet you. Tasku says, looks like medium mayhem. I wonder if there would be any chance in hell to fight that guy in a single mech and somehow win. Yes, you might be able to do it. It's possible. I'm not going to say it's not possible. I haven't tried it personally, so I don't know if I could pull it off myself. But I do know what happens if you do take one mech in. But it's probably possible. You just need the right build and to be very careful. You're here, and look, you've brought friends. You're a liar and a cheat. You're gonna reap the Steel Beast's whirlwind. Shut up and fight, you murderous swine. Commander Doyle will make you suffer as you made my nephew Arjun suffer. Suffering? I'll show you suffering. Now come at me. All right. We will come at you then. Where are you? Over there. Now, again, he's given us crap for cheating, but you know damn well that this guy is not alone. Location. No way. Sarge says, hey boss, can I stuff my dirty jockstrap in Darius's mouth? Yep, I see no reason why not. It will stop him giving us any more of that intel of his. No, Ryland, I'm terrible at... He says, have you considered a career in voice acting? No, I'm terrible at doing voices. I'm assuming you're being sarcastic right now. Like I'm terrible at accents. I can't do accents. I'm terrible at doing voices. I can't take them seriously or myself seriously when I do.
Enemy detected.
So yeah, no, that would not be a career for me.
I copy. Heading out.
Okay. There he is.
Need something, Chief?
We do need something, Catch. We need this guy smashing into pieces, please.
On my way.
Yep, there he is in his big steel claw. Hiding in the trees. But, yeah, he definitely has friends around, so... I actually, if I remember rightly, yeah, it doesn't matter how I kill this guy, so I'm not really going to be too concerned about... Oh, there we go. How we go about it, we're just going to smash him up. There we go. There's reinforcements already.
Yes, Commander.
Do you know what? Screw it.
Copy that.
Send Ryland that way.
Receiving you.
That is disgusting, Sarge. Oh, yeah, he's got flamers. Yeah, that's annoying. Although he's made a terrible move there. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to run Catch around the back of him next turn. What's his rear armor? It's pretty respectable. It's more than I'd have. But he's got 2 flamers, 2 medium lasers, and an AC-5. It's not exactly a scary loadout, is it? I mean, the flamers are an annoyance. That's the only issue.
Minimal damage on that hit.
All right. So Catch is going to step around the back and unleash all his missiles. I'm going to go precision strike, I think. So we're forgoing any kind of protection here in favour of just really ripping this guy a new one.
Heavy damage.
49 hit points remaining. Looks like a good job was done there. Oh, has he got a heat exchanger? He has. It's probably a rubbish one though. Now what? Now what?
Ready for orders.
Can't really make my mind up what to do here because I've kind of moved these guys so they're stuck in the middle in between 2 enemies. All right, well this is a more simple decision. Let's use the Whitworth first.
All weapons committed.
And then we'll see where that leaves us. I've put all that work into the rear. But actually, yeah, I mean, I could finish this guy through the front center torso if I can get myself a line of sight. Yeah, let's do that.
I copy.
So Ryland's back is a little bit exposed to this direction, but I think I'm far enough away that it shouldn't matter too much. Go for the laser spam. We just need a few hits into that center. We've already damaged the internals thanks to the rear shot.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
He's got to be close. 34 left. Yeah, I mean, he's a complete mess now. And we've destroyed the AC-5, which is good. So, I guess we'll use Halcyon to finish the job. In theory, anyway.
I'm going to give him the big pump.
Oh, it's a headshot with the AC-20. Okay, yeah, we definitely turned the Steel Beast into jam there. Somebody fetch the spatula. Oh, hey, Cold Steel, how you doing? You just missed yourself. You played every mission except for this one so far today, and you're out injured right now. Alright, I guess we'll just do a bunch of sprinting. Let's move towards this next bunch of mechs. What we got? 45 tons, 60 tons, and 65 tons. Alright, at least that should make things interesting. Oh, they're not fully armoured though. Ah, oh, come on. Come on. We can handle fully armoured mechs. We don't need the training wheels at this point of the game.
Waiting for orders.
Yeah, why not?
Hostile eliminated.
I was just having a look at the paint schemes on these mechs. Looked more interesting on the Phoenix Hawk. Right. Who's next? Halcyon, can you get in range? No, not quite. Alright, well, we'll just sprint then. Give him vigilance and sprint, I think, because somebody's going to get shot by those heavy mechs. And it looks like it's going to be Halcyon. So we'll give him as much protection as possible. Makes sense to me.
Full throttle.
Cole still says, did I cover myself in glory or shame? No, no, you did good, mate. No, you were all good. Okay, rifleman, a Jägermech, and something else.
Waiting for orders.
Well, let's find out what the something else is. That move allows us to spot everything. Oh, it's a quick draw, so looks like he's already well on his way to some cheeky flanking maneuver, but okay, that's fine, he can do that. Ah,
Mech destroyed.
too easy. They need more armor.
Orders.
Yeah, as someone rightly pointed out earlier on, this is like the easiest flashpoint. I think you're supposed to do it early on in the game, but I mean, early on in the game, I'm using mediums. Like, what am I using? 2 50-tonners, a 40-tonner, and a 55-ton medium. And already this is way too easy with those. So it looks like you could probably do this flashpoint with a couple of lights and a couple of mediums, maybe, depending on what lights you're using.
Roger. Let's do this.
But yeah, if what I'd like is if you get past, you know, a certain rating, if these flashpoints would up armor these mechs, because if all of these mechs that have been at reduced armor levels, if they'd all been, you know, maximum armored mechs, it would definitely have been much more of a challenge and would have been far more interesting. So it'd be nice if there was some kind of detection of that.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Infernal says, actually the easiest flashpoint is the Allard one. Beat up a base, get 500,000 done. How many skulls is that one, Infernal? I can't remember. Because this one's only 3 skulls.
Commander. Standing by. Got it.
2.5 or 3 skulls, Infernal reckons. Yeah, I can't remember, but yeah, you might be right, because that does sound easy.
Firing a full salvo.
I can't actually remember the exact one you're on about. As you know, I've played all of the flashpoints several times now by this point, but I can't remember that one. Probably because it's easy. It's probably so easy that it doesn't stick in the mind because you just breeze through it and forget about it. Oh, and there are no consecutive deployments on that one. Right. Oh, the one with the drunk. Oh, I know the one you mean now. Yeah, because they're reduced armor mechs as well, aren't they? Yeah, I know what you're talking about now, Infernal. And yeah, that one is pretty damned easy, isn't it? But then again, this one, I mean, flip a coin, I'd say. They're both pretty easy. But yeah, that one, I suppose this one you've got one consecutive deployment point in this, but yeah, if there aren't any on the other one, then that does make it slightly easier, doesn't it? Oh, how is this guy still alive? You're kidding me. Yeah, it's not really scary. Nice catch. Oh, of course he can't hear me, can he?
Target eliminated.
Mission success.
Well, and that was the end of the Steel Beast. We now have a nice pot of Steel Beast jam. So, what are we going to take for salvage from this? Meh. Suppose we'll take that. There's nothing I want here, really. Nothing at all. Alright, well, we'll complete a rifleman. There we go. That's another thing to sell. Thanks, Sarge. That's very helpful. Sarge is now playing translator for me so that Catch knows what's being said to him, even though he's muted. Catch, you really need to have a word with your boss or something. Tell him you need to watch this with sound on.
That mech we wanted is back online.
Right. On to the next thing. So what will be the next thing? Oh, hold on. We've got to sign out of this first. Very impressive, Commander Doyle. Your lance absolutely crushed Tubbs, both physically and metaphorically. My nephew's untimely death has been avenged. We're pleased to be of service, Graf Stieglitz Bradford. Bloodthirsty fools like Tubbs give all mech warriors a bad name. Not anymore, my friend. You and your company have solved that problem admirably. And now, if you'll excuse me, I have family matters to attend to on Tharkad. Arjun had a son whose affairs must be seen to, and now that honour has been satisfied, the duty falls on my shoulders. Until next time, Graf Stieglitz Bradford. See ya. Until then, be well, Commander Doyle. So what's next for us? I play around with the salvage my team just recovered. You know, Tubbs may have been an idiot, but his mech was a thing of beauty. And good news, everyone, it's ours now. We've got ourselves a big steel claw. If that isn't worth celebrating, I don't know what is. Should we pop a few cans of Quillar Fizz? I just happy to have one handy. Harebrained, come on. I just happy to have one handy. Fix that. Like, how long has this been there for? Like, this has been there since, what, last year now? I just happen to have one handy, is what that should say. Maybe later. For now, we go back to work. There are plenty more contracts waiting for us out there, so let's get to it. Okay, Darius. What do we get for our rewards? Let's see. Rubbish. That's alright. That's rubbish. That's alright, I suppose. And we got the big steel claw, which is going straight into storage. Okay, yeah, nothing really that fantastic. Check it out, boss. We've landed ourselves a Frankenmech. Looks like a crab, but on the inside it's at least a quarter Irby. That's where the new ballistic mounting hardware came from. I'm honestly amazed that this thing even works, but it does, and it's ours now. Yep, storage. Goodbye. Okay, so anything need fixing or changing, or I suppose I got that improved damage medium laser, didn't I? What does that need to go on? What does the steel hammer have? Oh, that's already a plus 10 damage. Okay, so right. Okay, so I think I'll stick it on the Hunchback 4G. It's just a single plus 5 damage medium laser, I think, to fit. I haven't got any other improved ones lately. Yeah, so just that. But, you know, every little helps. So we'll slap that on. Ah, do I have a better comm system while I'm at it? I do! Look at all this! Got 4 of these sitting around now. Oh, we'll get this stuff fixed up then. I should check my heavies actually, see if they have room for improvement.
Logged and noted. Shouldn't be too hard.
Right. Oh, we got a rangefinder in the catapult. We don't need a rangefinder really. The heavy lance is so brawly. I assume I just slapped that in because there was nothing else to go in it at the time. But now that there is, we'll fit this out with a comm system, a +3 one. It's my favourite thing. I've said it a lot, but I really do rate those +3 resolve comm systems. Gives you a lot more resolve to work with if your full lance is packing those.
I'll let you know when that's done.
So the Devil Dog Mark II's already got one. The Bombardier, that could be improved. It's only got a +2 at the moment, so we'll rip that out and slap a +3 in. I should probably sit on the other one for now. Oh, I don't know. Actually, I may as well. I don't really use this Marauder hardly at all at the moment. Yeah, let's leave things as they are now. So, what do we got? I could do another contract here while I'm at it. I don't really want to do a defend base for 1.5 skull, do I? Could do an assassination mission. You never know. We might see some rare light or medium show up for that. So we'll do that, even though it's pathetic. Oh, is that all? Yeah, I can only get 2 pieces of chosen salvage at best, so we'll go for that. We're against pirates, and unfortunately, I'm refitting one of my mediums right now, so I'll have to take something a little bit bigger out. What should we take? Oh, Cold Steel's still injured, isn't he? Well, do you know what? Just for a change, we'll take this Marauder then. Right, let's do another changing of the guard. What's this? Highlands. Let's get Buzzkill in. Grom's not been out on a mission today. Let's get Shell in. And then I've got a sense lock pilot. Let's take Emperor Krang because he's got to be close to leveling up another point. Right, that will do me, I think. So way overgunned for a 1.5 skull mission. Hopefully it'll be pretty quick, but we're doing it anyway because, as I said, there are plenty of mechs and variants that we've not seen, and you never know. Assassination missions do have a chance for something extremely rare to show up. I think that is as the assassination target, so it's worth our while doing it. I'd still quite like to complete a Raven. We never managed to do that. They are terrible because of that ECM that weighs 7 or 7.5 tons, whatever it is. So you can't really fit much in the way of weaponry into the Raven, and it doesn't have great slots either. But we've never had one before, and it's new. So I'd quite like to get one if I can. Yeah, that is Darius all over. Catch is saying a real tactical genius, that Darius. Just a word of warning, Commander. This base has turrets which you've already destroyed, so be careful. It's about right. The amount of times he comes in late with that intel. Infernal says, we're overgunned. Gets headshot by a Wolverine death from above. Oh, you're tempting fate there, Infernal. I'm sure we'll be fine, though.
Command interface initiated.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Ah, well, at least this is something interesting. This is a map that we don't see very often at all. So, you know, that's a thing. All right, let's go.
Confirmed. Location confirmed. Aye, aye.
Poor Darius is getting some real hate now.
Got something you want done? I get you. On the move.
Copy that.
Location confirmed. Moving to position.
Okay.
Position confirmed. Roger that.
Just really not being cautious at all here. Just rushing everybody out in the open, not using cover, just closing on the enemy as quickly as possible. And what is it? What is it? Did I see a Wolverine? I did see a Wolverine. Infernal and his predictions. So it's Wolverine 6M. It's the Marek variant with the large laser swap in place of the AC5. It's a cool variant, actually. I think it's pretty decent. But yeah, so let's hope we don't get death from above, Day. At least if we do, let's hope it's not in the cockpit. Alright, let's give Buzzkill some vigilance for some protection, and we'll start work on this Wolverine. Askew says, "Gotta love them mediums. They're so quick and slick on the moves." Yeah, I do like after you've used assault mechs a lot. It is nice and refreshing to feel like you can actually move at speed again using some of these mediums. I mean these other three that I've got, these are slow mechs, really, aren't they? They're just 3 movement pips. But this Dervish, this 55 tonner, that is a fast mech, and I love how much firepower you can fit in it, considering the speed it is.
Affirmative.
Oh no, a 35-ton mech. Whatever will we do?
Standing by.
Right, and here is where that super long-range Marauder is coming in handy already. Of course, the only other mech able to shoot aside from the Dervish this turn.
Aye, aye.
9 hit points. He's definitely going to be trying to bug out immediately. This could turn into quite a chase. Because that Wolverine is as fast as my Dervish. If he sprints away, which he's probably going to do... Oh no, he's not! Wow! Really, AI? That was the worst thing you could possibly do. Like, he should have just been running for the exit at that point, and instead he's decided to just sit there. This is the target, right? Yeah, that is the target. Normally when you get them down this low, they run away. Why this guy hasn't, I don't understand.
Aye, aye.
Alright, we'll take it, because I was a little bit worried he was going to reach the extraction point.
Time to unload.
Well, that's that.
Target eliminated.
Now we've got to see if we get any lights we've not seen before. Still, like I said, looking for the Raven and also the Jenna 3F, I think it is another mech that I would quite like to get my hands on.
On my way, double time.
Commander.
Ready for orders.
All right, let's get eyes on this target. See what it is. Probably a fire starter or something. Yeah, fire starter, FS9K. In my opinion, the slightly less good fire starter variant because it doesn't have as many weapon hard points as the standard one from the vanilla game that we're used to seeing. What's that? 20 tons, another 35 tonner somewhere. Oh, now that's interesting. Can anyone tell me why that's interesting?
Orders.
It's interesting because it's a light mech that I'm pretty sure was 35 tons that's firing missiles, unless it was the 20 tonner, in which case it's a Locust with LRMs. Could have been, but I'm hoping it wasn't the Locust, because there's another mech that we've not seen, the Valkyrie,
How's it going?
and I would love for a Valkyrie to show up. I would quite like to get my hands on one of those as well. I've never, not even in my non-stream career, have I managed to get hold of a Valkyrie to play with. We go, the FS9H there. Another 35 tonner over there. Cool.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, we need to start smashing up those two fire starters. So yeah, that's actually pretty much confirmed that the missiles must have come from the 20 tonner, because that's a fire starter. That's got to be the other fire starter that we've already seen, and in which case the missiles probably came out of the 20 tonner, which will be a Locust. That's disappointing. There's still chances there could be a Valkyrie though. Now, the Valkyrie, it's either 30 or 35 tons. I forget now off the top of my head which it is. Samurai says, hop over to Oregon space. Valkyries are everywhere down there. Is that right? Okay. We might have to do that then at some stage. I would quite like to get my hands on one.
Target eliminated.
Yeah, so that's the other fire starter. Yeah, so the missiles definitely came out of the 20 tonner then. Yeah, there we go. That confirms it for sure. So that has to be a Locust, right? I think the Locust is the only 20 ton mech that's got long range missiles.
Standing by. On my way, double time.
Valkyries are 30 tons. Thanks, Samurai. I couldn't remember whether it's 30 or 35. But yeah, they're confirmed 30. Oh, and the Sarjapedia is in there as well. Just not quite as quick at typing as Samurai is.
Ready for orders.
Okay, yeah, we're just going to wreck this fire starter.
On it.
I don't think it's a rare skin, Tasco. It's just one of the skins that it came with. Go here.
Pulling off.
Standing by. Got it.
How did we fail to kill this? Wow. 22 hit points remaining. Yeah, Locust 1M with the 2 LRM5s and the medium laser. Yeah, that's that confirmed. Yeah, I guess we'll finish this off.
All weapons.
Massive amounts of overkill there.
Hostile removed.
Yeah, that's something I wish there were more of, Tasco's paint schemes in the game. I was spoiled by MechWarrior Online having loads of choices for being able to paint your mech. I just wish there was as much choice in this.
Standing by.
Because, yeah, I mean, a lot of the mechs have got these big grey areas where you can't actually get any paint on them and stuff like that, and I just wish you could just paint them all, you know,
Target
just not have these bits of bare metal. Obviously a stylistic choice they've gone with for whatever reason, but it's not one I really like. I
Order.
prefer to be able to slap a good coat of paint all over my mechs.
On the move. Full speed.
ready. for
Right,
order.
so we've got another lance to destroy, have we? Or is it just one lance accompanying that guy?
No shooting, just running.
Yeah, I guess it must just be one. So we've got that last 35 tonner hiding out at the back. Probably another fire starter. No, my luck.
What's up, boss? Roger. Full speed.
Yep, another fire starter.
Good to
Damn
go.
it! I wanted something rare.
Consider me there.
Yes, Commander.
Receiving you. Roger.
Can Grom pull this off from the tight side angle? Let's see if he can.
Confirmed. Firing.
No! Oh, yeah, he's done it. He's done it. Whiffed a PPC, but didn't need to score that hit. All good. Right, so we're moving on. We didn't find anything rare enough there. Yeah, it would have been nice if it was a Panther Cold Steel. They're good light mechs. Don't seem to be that common in this timeline, though. You can, of course, roll one for your starting lineup if you're really lucky. Right, what are we going to take? I guess we'll take the piece of the Wolverine 6M to finish that off. So the 6M boasts an increase in firepower and endurance as a raider by dropping the AC5 and replacing it with a large laser. This also allowed for the addition of another medium laser and extra heat sinks. So 3 energy hardpoints, 2 missile hardpoints, 3 support hardpoints, and 5 jump jets potentially, if that's your thing. I guess we'll finish off a fire starter. Even though it's the crappier variant. Again, it's more stuff we can sell. Oh, we got all the fire starter parts in the end. Hey, Black Cat, how you doing? There's a game, Tasco's saying it would also be nice that the paint would over time go bad or such. Or, think of the extra C-bills disappearing into vanity there. The Ghost Recon Wildlands, I don't know if any of you have ever played that, had a really cool feature on it where like you could paint your guns and then gradually over time, while you're just playing the game, the paint on the guns wears away, like and particularly where the action is on the guns and stuff like that, and it looks really cool. And you know, you end up with this kind of worn look to the guns with the paint on them. And of course, at any time you want, you can just click a button to refresh the paint on it so that they look all shiny and new and freshly painted again, and it will go through the process all over again of looking more and more worn. And I thought that was such an awesome touch. I mean, it's a small thing, it's a minor thing in the grand scheme of a game, but it was just a really nice touch. And I don't know, it helped with immersion, I'd say. But yeah, I just thought it was really cool seeing, you know, you bring a new gun out, equip it, paint it, and then you can see how long you've been using it for by how worn down the paint job is on it, and it's just a nice little thing. Right, let's travel. Where are we going to go? But yeah, something like that, a feature like that on the mechs would be awesome, I think. You know, so at any time you can choose to just freshly paint your mech, and then over time it takes battle damage. You know, bits of paint gets chipped away, worn down to the metal. But yeah, minor things, but a cool little touch. Well, we're near Oregon space, or Oregon. How do they say it in the game? Is it Oregon? I forget. So let's go here, because apparently we've been told that there's a chance of Valkyries here. And if I want a Valkyrie, we've got to go somewhere fairly low level, haven't we? I was kind of tempted by Itram though. That's 3.5 skull. We might have to pay that a visit. Oh, and Coromadeer as well at some point. Okay, so where's on the way? I don't really want to go to Panzer. That's too low level. Okay, how do we say this one? Mangzangdian? Mangzangdian? I have no idea. Do we have any Chinese people that can help me out here? Because that looks kind of Chinese to me. With the G, the Z, and the H all together. I have no idea how to pronounce this place. So let's go here, since it's unpronounceable.
Calculating course now, Commander.
Calculating escape velocity.
That work order you submitted is complete.
I do use jump jets Infernal. I've got a whole mech with jump jets on in my mech bay, I'll have you know. Out of all of these mechs, this one here has jump jets. Look, see? So I do use them. It's kind of stretching it, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of jump jets, but they have their uses on some things. Alright, what was I doing? Yes, let's check pilot XP while we're here. Alto, oh, very close. Black Cat, he's been out on missions today. Saving up for more gunnery skill. I think we'll keep saving that. Cold Steel. Aha, cool. We can now get cool and vent with Cold Steel, which now means that all further progress is going into gunnery skill on him, which we could definitely use.
Yes, Commander.
He's got the lowest gunnery skill in the whole outfit, I think, at the moment. Shell went on a mission, didn't she? Yeah, no, we'll save up for more gunnery skill there. Alright, back to travelling then. That's some heavy pessimism there, Black Cat. He says, I wonder what MechWarrior 5 paint will look like, but we'll never find out since it's eternal vaporware. Well, they said September of this year, didn't they? Something like that. The August or September for the earliest access. I forget now. I did pre-order it, and I will be streaming the game as soon as I'm able to get my hands on it. But yeah, well, what I'm hoping for that, yeah, I definitely hope that the customization on it for paint jobs is at least equal to what we already have in MechWarrior Online. since it's made by the same people, you would hope that they could manage that. But I'm also hoping that you know, you can customize your mechs and all of that as well in the same way. I don't want to be railroaded into only being allowed to use stock variants of mechs. That would make me very angry and possibly ask for a refund if I find out that's the case. Because one of the things I love about Battletech themed games is the customization. I love being able to mess around with the mech builds and shape them into whatever I want. That's my favourite thing about it. So if that was removed and I was only allowed to play stock, I'd be pretty disappointed with that. But we don't know what it's going to be yet. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, so we've got some low-level missions here. That looks suitable. Let's do this battle, 2 skull. We might encounter some lights here. So what we're doing, for those that might have missed it and looking at this going, you have assault mechs, why are you doing 2 skull missions, you idiot? What's this all about? We're hunting for some rare things. We're having a look for Valkyrie pieces, because I've never had a whole Valkyrie and I would quite like to see what they're like. So we're sticking with using mediums, which are the lightest things that I have available at the moment. Right, let's bring... Oh, this is gonna suck. Black Hat in the desert. He's not really best suited to it, but we're gonna take him because he's just shown up and he's not seeing himself being used today, even though he has been on some missions. Let's take Emperor Krang as well, because he's leveling up well. Cold Steel, yeah, he was close to leveling. So Cold Steel, and also he's got coolant vent now as well, which makes him all the more useful for this environment. I haven't got a sensor lock, so I guess I need to take Alto. And Alto again is in the 4G. Oh dear. Well, he did all right actually last time. He had one pretty awful miss, but the rest of his shots weren't too bad, were they? Right, we'll go with this lineup. Catch says, details matter, but developers have to be careful. In Madden, players can get grass stuck in their helmet, but you can beat their AI running the same play 70 times in a row. Oh god, that's yeah, that's not good, is it? Tasku says, now I know how you say the name of this place. You just make a knot of your tongue and then in half a second, and that's the name of the place spelled right. Yeah, no. I have no idea how to pronounce that place properly. Darian says, in MechWarrior 3 and 4 you had to start in stock mechs and then customize them over time. Yeah, I mean, obviously I have no problem with things starting that way. It's the same in MechWarrior Online. You know, when you buy a mech, it comes with the stock loadout, and if you haven't got the equipment or money to kit it out immediately, then you're going to have to play a few games with it as stock. I mean, once you've played that game a little, even, you generally have plenty of equipment to just kit stuff out however you want when you pick them up. But
Moving out.
do you think MechWarrior 5 will use GameSpy for multiplayer matchmaking like the Mech Commander? That's not a serious question. Maybe. No, I think we won't have to worry about that. Although they have said that it'll have co-op, which is awesome. I mean, that's like officially announced and everything, so that's not just a pie in the sky, maybe we'll do this promise. They've said it's definitely having it, so that's going to be awesome. Although I'm not sure if I'll be streaming it co-op or not. It's kind of hard to get other people lined up that have the same time slot and availability.
What's up, boss?
when you stream. So I don't know if I'll be streaming that game co-op or not, but I'll definitely be doing it solo. That is 100% guaranteed.
Scott,
Oh, they've got a 4P as well. Oh, crap. Leave Krang alone.
I'm under heavy fire.
And what's that? Wolverine 6R. Okay, that's bog standard.
You have orders?
Oh dear, Alto. 45% chance with that AC-20. It's not good, is it? Oh well, we'll try.
Of course.
Oh, he scored a hit with it. He actually scored a hit. Unbelievable. And he managed to hit the center as well. Nice. That was actually pretty sweet.
Ready for orders.
Good stuff. Let's get Black Cat involved with his SRM spam.
Locking in all weapons. Orders.
What shall I do with the Whitworth? He's too far away to shoot, so we'll just sprint, catch him up to the action.
Hot damn. Let's do this.
Yeah, that'll probably help with the gunnery skill, Sarge, that's right. No, Alto's a subscriber as well. Although Alto's a real life friend of mine. I've known for many years. But he is also a sub on the channel. He's just usually at work while I'm streaming, you see. Because he is also in the UK and I stream during the day, so he's usually at work. So he sometimes shows up once he's gotten home. But yeah, he's a sub.
Enemy down.
It's actually not a bad likeness of him, that picture there of Alto in his younger years. I asked him when I was creating him. I said, "Do you want the young looking Alto or the Alto with the receding hair now, the going bald Alto?" He told me I could pick, so I was kind. I went for how I remember him in his youth, with his Kurt Cobain hair that he used to have.
Commander.
But yeah, known him many years, and used to play in a band with him for a while as well. He's really good drummer, very talented.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Yeah, we had a look at the stats not that long ago, Tasco. Well, I suppose actually it's probably a while ago now, thinking about it. But yeah, we had a look just to see how things were looking, who had the most kills, who had the most injuries, and Rylan was still top of the injury chart. But Catch was very close behind. Oh, nice. That was a good shot from Alto. And who had the most kills? Because I discounted Doyle, because obviously in the early stages of the game, Doyle plays a lot of missions because Doyle can't die. And everyone else can. So discounting Doyle, Rylan had the most injuries. Who had the most kills? I've forgotten now. Who was it? Does anyone remember? Was it Grom? It might have been Grom. Oh no, hold on. Wasn't it Catch had the most kills? I think it might have been Catch. I remember it being someone I was really surprised about. Because I didn't think it was someone I used a lot for finishing things off. It might have been Catch had the most kills, you know. Yeah, I think it was catch, Syrian. I think it was. We'll have a look.
That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting.
Right, send that terrible Vulcan to storage. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look. New stat, who causes the most trouble, I wonder, says Sarge. We know who causes the most trouble. That one's easy.
Yes, Commander.
Right, let's have a look at the service record. So, Alto's on 30 injuries, 95 mech kills.
Waiting for
Black Cat, 6 injuries, 21 mech kills. Oh, Black Cat's doing well.
orders.
Buzzkill, 24 injuries, 137 mech kills. That's a lot.
Commander.
Rylan, 40 injuries, 164 mech kills. For those of you that are thinking, oh, you're not counting the other kills, I can't be bothered to add the mech kills and the other kills. Other kills are unimportant to me. Mech kills are what counts. So, yeah, 40 injuries. That's a lot of injuries. Let's have a look at catch. Oh, it's close now. It's close as it gets. So Rylan is on 40 injuries and Catch is on 39, just one injury behind him. But yeah, mech kills 247 for Catch. That's yeah, that's insane.
Good to go.
All right, Cold Steel, new signing, 4 injuries, only 2 mech kills, really? I suppose he's not got high gunnery, has he yet? So Doyle, who doesn't count, 60 injuries, 223 mech kills. Is that what was Catch on again?
Waiting for orders.
Wow, yeah, Catch is actually out killing Doyle now. But Doyle has the most injuries, just like I said, because Doyle's unkillable, so you tend to put him into dangerous situations. Krang, 16 injuries, 89 mech kills. Pretty good going. What's Grom on? 195 kills and 29 injuries. Halcyon, 10 injuries, 95 kills.
Standing.
Johnny, 10 injuries, 22 kills.
How's it going?
Minaboot, 14 injuries, 66 kills. Shell, 6 injuries, 32 kills. And then Sarge, last of all, 24 injuries, 131 kills. So yeah, Catch is still top killer. He's almost most injured as well. Just one injury behind Rylan now. Man, that is so close. Okay, on to the next contract. Convoy ambush? Yeah, alright, let's do it. We might see some interesting new vehicles, you never know. Okay, and who should I swap Alto for? Maybe we'll give Buzzkill a go. I don't think Buzzkill's been out on a mission today. Okay, yeah, Buzzkill, you're in. Not great environment for me to be taking pilots that don't have coolant vent, but never mind. We'll cope somehow. Tasku says, I also had one pilot whose stat said jinxed. Not sure if it counts in any way other than random events. Yeah, I think it just affects the pop-up event things. Your other crew members end up having issues with them, and you just get an event keeps popping up over and over. Rylan says, I've been with the company almost 8 years. My God, have we played through 8 years? I can't believe it. Oh, Tasku's saying any casualties? Yes, one casualty. Obviously, I can't show you right now, but yeah, Nexus is famed for being the only pilot we lost. It was in the early days. He was piloting a Javelin. I just signed him that day. It was his first mission. He survived 4 rounds, and then he got wrecked by an SRM carrier in his 30-ton Javelin. So yeah, that's the only pilot we've lost so far.
Command interface.
Black Cat says, "Why do we all have face tattoos? Were we recruited from a prison gang?" No, you're the whole crew are a glam metal band. It's just, you know, a really, really big band. No, I don't know. I just felt like using the face tattoo thing. It looked funny to me, and it reminded me of the old cartoon. I don't know if you guys remember the Battletech cartoon. It looks a little bit like the Jade Falcon dude's face tattoo in that. What was his name? I forget now, but I'm sure some of you will remember the terrible, terrible Battletech cartoon from the old days. But yeah, it reminded me of that, so I thought, do you know what? I'm gonna give him all the face tattoos this time. Black Cat says, "I try not to remember it." Yeah, it's pretty bad, wasn't it?
Good to go.
Okay, what are we up against here? This convoy is going to be pathetic, isn't it? You know it's going to be easy when the first thing you see is a locust. Right, let's
Acknowledged.
smash this up then. Left torso gone. Black Hat says Adam Steiner was a foreskin. Hey, information is ammunition, and no guts, no galaxy, man.
Aye,
Ah, Commando 2D. Okay, right. What are all these vehicles? We can't see the tonnage of them yet. Never mind. What should I shoot up? That Locust is almost dead. I kind of rather shoot the Commando, to be honest, with this amount of missiles. Yeah, let's go for that. Cold Steel says, "I thought maybe we were a bunch of crazed Celtic warriors." Yeah, that works for me. That works. Could definitely go with that.
Systems holding.
Syrian says, "Even in the novels, Adam is an ass." Is that right? I don't actually know anything about the novels, but I believe you.
On my way.
Black Cat says, "Alto looks like he would be in a Norwegian black metal band." Yeah, he does a bit, doesn't he? Do you know what? I'm going to precision strike this Commando. Just because I can. Oh, eat that. Yeah, laser spam for you.
Enemy down.
He does. Alto does ride a motorbike as well.
Yes, Commander.
He's a biker, although not in not in the senses it usually means. He's not in a gang or anything. He just likes motorbikes.
Fire at all weapons. Target neutralized.
Boothraker or Buthraker? I'm not sure which way to say your name correctly, but I had to really squint at that on screen because it looked like your name said Buttraker to start. I was like, what? No, that's not right. Boothraker. Nice to meet you. Sorry if I just offended you by getting your name wrong. But welcome to the chat. He says, "The novels are mostly worth the read if you can track them down." Yeah, they really went all out for like all-encompassing. Oh, hold on. I want that. I want a Wolverine 6K. Right, we're gonna have to play with our food with that mech because I want that for salvage. Bulldog LRM. Yeah, sorry, I was saying they really went all out for trying to really get I don't know what full coverage of the whole Battletech thing, didn't they? Because you know they did the tabletop and they had all these novels as well, just to really try to get people into the lore. I think it worked, you know, obviously for a lot of people. I'm going for the leg, and that was a terrible whiff, but he had a lot of evasion. Syrian says avoid Dark Age based ones and you'll be fine.
What's up, boss?
What I would like is probably an audio book of them, something like that, so that I could play Mech Warrior or Battletech and listen to the stories at the same time rather than sit down and read them these days.
Fire all left.
Because I have often played YouTube videos of people talking about the lore,
Need something?
just, you know, while I'm playing the game for my own enjoyment. I'll stick that on in the background,
Move into position.
and it's nice to be hearing about the lore while you're playing the game.
Giving them everything I've got.
Command.
Syrian says just ignore Stackpoles and his fondness for nuclear explosions in the mech CT.
Coordinates received.
Oh man, this Wolverine isn't going down, is he? Come on, I need that leg to fall off, please. Not happening.
Nice.
I need to not mess around with this guy too long, because if the convoy slips past me, I'm in trouble.
Got a lock on me. They've got a sensor lock on me.
Cold Steel says, isn't that the name of the new Bond movie, Buttraker? Not one that you'd see at the cinema, anyway. It might be a Bond movie you'd find elsewhere on the internet, perhaps. Boothricker, could you type phonetically how to say your name correctly for me? Just type the sounds out, because I would love to say your name correctly, if possible. But he says, the universe has more lore than any other fantasy or sci-fi setting. I grew up on Battletech in the 80s. Yeah, there's a lot going on. I mean, I've said before, it was like, in a way, it's like Game of Thrones, long before Game of Thrones existed. The whole idea of having, you know, just so many facets to the story, so many factions, so much going on in the whole kind of universe or whatever. And I think that's a pretty cool thing.
That hit something good.
I don't have enough resolve for another precision strike. I'm really having a hard time hitting that damn leg.
Aye, aye.
Alright, let's go from this other side now. I'm hoping to take this guy out by just going for the legs, but every time it screws up, I'm getting closer and closer to ruining his center torso and just coming away with a single piece. Not good. Alright, also, I really need to start work on these vehicles as well, because I can't afford to let them slip by. What do we got? Stuff that's new. So, we've got a Hetzer LRM, 2 LRM-15s. Wow, that's really respectable. That's scary for a vehicle so small. Hetzer laser, 4 medium. I mean, yeah, compare it to this. 4 medium lasers or 2 LRM-15s. The LRM's a bit scarier. And then we've got the Bulldog LRM, which we already looked at. That's an LRM-20. There's a lot of LRMs on these mechs. Vehicles, I mean to say. I guess I should try to destroy them. I suppose we'll go for the Bulldog first because it's closer. Need to flush some coolant on Cold Steel.
Rockin'.
Primary target taking damage.
There we go. We've opened him up.
Good to go.
So would that be Buff or Booth? Try to finish off this Bulldog. There we go. That's him dealt with. 3 more convoy vehicles to go.
Vehicle trashed.
Light damage. Holding firm.
He says I had to do either, but most say it like Booth. Okay, we'll go with Booth then. That's definitely easier. and it's definitely better than Butt Raker.
Minimal damage on that.
He says, I know it's dumb to use a tag you can't pronounce yourself. It doesn't matter. If you like the name, you like the name, don't you, man? Doesn't matter. No one's going to judge you for being whether you can pronounce your own name or not. Right, we need to switch off the lasers, I think. We'll just go for the AC-20. Please hit the leg. Please hit the leg. No, it just missed. Straight up miss. The game does not want me to get a Wolverine 6K, does it? It's just not my day.
Standing by.
Well, that's a lie. we've had a good day for getting salvage that we want so far. For actually headshots and things like that. But right now, all I want to do is knock this damn leg off, and it's just not happening. Alright. 2 SRM6s. 48%. You see, that's just seems too risky. Screw it, I'm doing it. What got opened there? Was it just the side torso? Oh, it's just the arm. We're alright, we're getting there, bit by bit, little by little.
Yeah? What can I do you for?
I need you to kill this Hetzer LRM, because that's kind of scary. On cold steel. Wreck it in one, that would be great. Yes, he's done it in one. Nice. Okay, so the next scariest thing I think is the laser carrier. Yeah, definitely, because the Hetzer laser's got 4 lasers and the laser carrier's got 8, hasn't it? So that's a no-brainer. The trouble is, we're running a little bit hot now. Luckily, coolant vent saves the day, and Emperor Krang will hopefully wreck this laser carrier.
Let's do this. Reporting enemy vehicle eliminated.
I'm under heavy fire.
Now that is an interesting concept. Krang saying, I've always wet myself in the Total War Battletech concept of a game. Imagine being the Fox and orchestrating the marriage and the 4th Succession War. Oh, rear attack. Uh-oh. I need to pay attention here.
Damage is mine.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. What happened? Oh. Okay, we just lost a heat sink, but we could have lost a lot more. 35 hit points remaining in the rear of the Whitworth. Oh no. Don't kill Cold Steel. Please don't kill Cold Steel. This is not happening.
Moving to position.
Right. Just need come on, just hit the damn leg. Just hit the damn leg. That's all I'm asking here. 87%. There we go. We got that leg.
Solid connection on that one.
Sarge is saying, can you imagine what it would be like if I created a world in the Battletech universe? It would be a mix of Colorado, Kansas, and Florida. Filled with Florida men.
What's up, boss?
Oh, right. We really need to get that leg taken out. Am I going to manage this? I've got to switch off a load of weapons. Oh, just 2. So we've got 5 medium lasers. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. We've got to try though.
Got it.
No, don't blow up the CT. No, no, no. We've destroyed the center torso. I kind of knew that was going to happen, but at this point, I couldn't afford to mess around any longer because the rear of that Whitworth is open, and it's in a very bad way. And I don't want to lose cold steel, so I just kind of had to put his safety ahead of the salvage there. Right, let's switch the SRMs off, and oh god, okay. Well, we'll just fire 2 medium lasers then, I suppose.
Order.
Things are a little bit toasty now.
Fire good. 6. Got something you want done?
Yes, Buzzkill, you need to finish this vehicle off before he escapes our clutches. Smash it. That'll do.
Time to bug out.
Always rely on an AC-20 to smash a vehicle up.
Vehicle track.
Mission successful.
Tasku says, playing with Wolverine is risky. Yes, especially when it can punch people out of their cockpits in one as well. That's always a fear. But yeah, it's a shame. I was hoping to get more pieces of it. So we lost a single heatsink from the CT of the Whitworth. That's easily replaced. Nothing to worry about there. But we very nearly could have lost a pilot. Do you see this? You see why I was wanting 2 pieces? We just needed 2 pieces to complete that Wolverine 6K. This one's an interesting one to me, just basically because I've not had one before, and because it has 5 energy hard points. So I can build something interesting out of this, I reckon. 5 energy, 1 missile, 2 support. Although I'm pretty sure the head will be an energy and a support slot, so you won't be able to use both at the same time. It'll be one or the other. But yeah, I mean, it's a fast mech, and it's one that we've not used before. But disappointed that I couldn't get that second piece of salvage. But yeah, like I say, I'm not complaining because I'd rather just wait longer to get a whole one of those than lose a pilot. It's an easy decision there. I don't. Tasku's saying, is it that rare, the 6K version, or is it just more where about in the galaxy you hang out? Losing a pilot to it would have been nasty. Yeah, definitely safety first in all situations. But I'm not sure. All I have to go off is that I know I don't see that many of them. I assume with it having the K designation, it's probably a Karita variant. So if you can find missions against Karita, maybe you'll see more of those. And perhaps they just, show up every now and then for everyone else. But I don't know. Actually, before I travel, I want to fix things up. But I did get a complete one on my non-stream career. But it took me a very long time before I managed that. So I think I've played over like 4,000 days on my non-stream career. So that's a lot of days. Just checking to see if there's an improved SRM4 I can throw in this. There isn't. Never mind. I wanted +4 damage if possible. But yeah, so I know that they're not that common, but then again, as you said, it could be down to what area of space I tend to spend my time in, because generally on this and on that career, I tend to hover around the top part of the map, so Marek, Liao and Davian territory, and then a little bit into the Taurian space here, and that tends to be my circuit that I keep up. Just, you know, when I'm at the end game stuff, or even if I'm hunting lower level stuff, just kind of this area. And for all I know, they could be more common down here, but I doubt it. But or in Oregon space, or Oregon, however you say it. I spend the least amount of time in the Oregon space when I'm doing a career. Main reason for that being, one, it's a little bit out of the way compared to where I spend the rest of my time, and two, having played the campaign mode a whole bunch before this career mode even existed, kind of got bored of spending time there, so don't tend to spend as much time there now, but it's nice to pop in every now and then. Oh, let's go to Smithen. Former Star League presence, so we might find some lost tech in the shop. 2 skull locations, so we might find some missions where lights show up. So we'll head there, see what we can get. Sarge says the 6K is a Karita variant. Yeah, I thought it was.
Job's done.
And again, Karita don't really have an area on the map, do they? So kind of tricky. I mean, there's places you can go where they have a presence, but you can't guarantee you'll find a mission against them. It's a bit hit or miss on this map, so they can be harder to track down, like the Steiner variants and the Karita variants in this game. Pirates are ambushing me. Oh, stall until the leopard's ready. There we go, morale increased by 1. Nothing bad happened, everything is good. They kind of already have mechs in 40k though, don't they, Sarge? They call them Titans instead.
We've arrived at our destination.
But they do have them. Kind of, I don't know, a different iteration of them, I suppose, because I imagine that 40k Titans are a lot bigger than mechs are in Battletech. No lost tech, really? Come on, it's been ages since we've seen lost tech in a shop. So long. Still not happening, is it? Syrian says, oh, that would be fun. A Steiner Scout Lance versus an Imperator Titan. Yeah, my money's on the Titan, I think. Like, they're so big. Right, we've got loads of stuff we can do here that's low level, so let's start with this one. Yeah, we'll keep the salvage at 2, I think. Oh, we might become liked soon. We're making progress. Right, let's swap someone else in. Oh, we're in Badlands, so someone with good heat management. Let's get Rylan in. Cold Steel. Yeah, I still want to keep leveling him up, even though we're only earning small amounts of XP for these low-level missions. I'll keep Cold Steel in. Krang still leveling. I haven't got a Sense Lock pilot in right now, have I? Oh, I've got Black Cat, but this is Badlands, so we'll swap Black Cat out and Alto in, I think, this time. Just so everyone's got coolant vent. Yeah, that'll come in handy. Let's go. Black Cat says Imperial Knights are a little closer to mechs. Yeah, that's right. They're a lot smaller, aren't they, than Titans? Certainly smaller than Imperator Titans. They're massive. And then you've got the Wolfhound Titans as well. They're not massive either. They're more mech sized, I suppose. Alright, come on, game, be nice. I want a Valkyrie. Or at least to see a Valkyrie.
Command interface initiated.
Okay, where's the stuff? The stuff is over there. So we'll just sprint straight up the middle, I think. Since we're probably over tonnage for this.
As you wish. Roger.
On my Flashpoint playthrough, I did manage to keep a light lance out for doing stuff like this. I had fun running around with light mechs, but I haven't bothered on this one just because I've ended up with so many more mech variants to play with that I want to keep out and available to use, which is nice.
I understand.
But also because I don't really have that many of well, I've got hardly any, I suppose, of the rarer light mech variants at this point. Once I start getting more of them, I suppose I'll probably end up bringing a light lance out at that point, which sadly will mean I'll have to put some of the assault mechs into storage. Javelin, okay. That's just the common javelin. I found a javelin that the Directorate was using, I think, on my non-stream career. I forget what the designation was now. What, in fact, was it a 10A? I think it might have been a 10A, something like that. But there was definitely a javelin variant, aside from the two that we've seen over and over already in the early stages of the game. There was another variant that I found.
Orders?
I have to see if that pops up again. Obviously, it hasn't right now. That's the 10N, which I think we've all seen that one plenty. It's the missile variant, 2 SRM6s.
Receiving you. No problem.
So Syrian's saying the Imperial Imperator class battle titans. Some sources claim that the Imperator and Warmonger Emperor titans stand approximately 55.5 meters tall, and the Atlas, if you remember correctly, in Battletech is around 11 or 12 meters in height, and is one of the taller mechs. Yeah, big difference in there. You feel like an Imperator Titan could just step on an Atlas quite happily.
You have orders?
Alright, what have we got? Another javelin. Okay. Fine. Let's see what that is. Stinger. Okay. Let's keep working on this javelin since we started on it. Well, Tasku says, so Game of Thrones coming soon. Anyone been on the wait for it? Yes. Looking forward to seeing how that finishes up. It's the final series, isn't it? If I remember rightly.
What's up, boss? I copy. Target neutralized.
I'm picking up a new sensor trace. Looks like enemy reinforcements.
If you go to the right area, Sarge, you could probably open a restaurant serving that and do quite well. I won't be visiting it though.
Position confirmed.
Right, what else have we got? We got a spider. Not really scared of the spider. We're going to have a really hard time hitting this javelin, but screw it. We'll go for it. Well, we got some hits in.
That hit something good.
Waiting for orders.
Another 30-tonner behind. Wonder what that's going to be. Of course, the AC-20 missed. Damn it. I hope it's not another Javelin 10N. I'm really hoping for a Valkyrie or something different. Okay, something's got LRMs back there. Where did that come from? What? Another Stinger. See, a lot more Stinger than Wasps. I think on this career, the only Wasp we found so far was one that was in water. So we could only see the top of its head, which was frustrating.
Commander.
Oh, come on, Javelin. So Rylan is staying top of the injury chart for now. He's taken another injury. Pulling one away from just being one ahead of Catch. And these light mechs and their cheeky reserving tactics. And then they all get 2 turns in a row. What's that? Another Javelin 10N. Really? Come on. Show us another variant. Damn it.
Light damage. Holding firm.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be fighting 2 Lancers at once, Tasku, but we can handle it. We got 4 mediums. We'll be all good. Oh yeah, of course they can get into our squishy back armor, can't they? Have to be careful of that.
I'm showing minor damage.
Now what are you? There's another 30-tonner over there. Okay. I think that's where the LRMs seem to come from, so that's a possibility. Ah, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Starting to get shot in the back. This is what lights do best. This is actually interesting to deal with, just because obviously when we're fighting bigger, longer range stuff, the AI plays that a certain way, and these are all lights which are definitely brawly, close combat-y type thing, you know, short range weaponry on almost everything. And it's interesting to see the AI taking advantage of the speed it has, and the maneuverability to get in behind your mechs and start shooting out the back armor. And it also means you've got to, you know, adapt and do different things to try to cope with that happening. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw it right back in their faces and shoot them in the ass. It's like, you shoot me in the ass, I shoot you in the ass. Suck on that. There you go. But yeah, it's just a different...
One less target.
It presents you with a different set of problems, let's say, to deal with in the way the AI plays. Oh, there's definitely something back there with a bunch of LRMs. That could be promising. I mean, that's way more LRMs than a Locust can carry. That's more than 2 5s. Something back there.
Orders? Aye, aye. On it. Target neutralized.
HBFT, how you doing, mate? Good to see you.
Standing by. Confirmed. Acknowledged.
So I'm just going through the side torsos on these things and letting the damage carry on through and into the CTs, because
Bad guy down.
you actually got the best chance of hitting them from the side if you're doing a precision strike. And on light mechs, 87% chance of hitting that side torso. And with the amount of firepower I've got, you've almost certainly always got enough to carry on through into the center and wreck them, which is nice.
Consider it done.
So we've now dealt with all 3 of those mechs that have got in amongst my mediums. Like I said, it's nice having a different problem to deal with, you know, although obviously we made light work of them, pun intended, what with us having mediums. But if we just had a lance of lights and we were fighting this, 2 full light lancers all at once, this would be very challenging to deal with.
Yes, Commander.
Because it takes a lot longer to kill them when you have a lot less firepower, doesn't it? And of course, another thing is in the early stages of the game, you've got terrible pilots with terrible skills that have a hard time hitting anything. That makes life more difficult as well. I mean, I do have some relatively new pilots out on this mission. Well, no, actually, I've just got Cold Steel's a new one, but they're not all 10, 10, 10, 10s here. That's right, Sarge. That's what you get. Right, so that's a spider. So yeah, that unknown mech at the back there, that's what I'm most interested in. I'm hoping for a Valkyrie. I guess we should finish this javelin off while he's on the ground. But yeah, like when those mechs were all in amongst me, if I hadn't fly swatted them all quickly and efficiently, they could, you know, continue being a problem, chipping down my already reduced rear armor and causing issues and causing you to have to mess around with your facing and, you know, still being advanced on by this other lance.
How might I help?
Could have been tricky.
Be there in a jet.
But luckily we have the firepower to deal with them quickly. Right. Let's deal with this spider quickly as well, hopefully.
Target's taking a critical hit.
They'll be going straight in the bin, Sarge. That is not happening. I'm not eating that. Maybe use them to fish with or something. Catch something actually edible.
Firing a full salvo.
Oh, nice. Nice AC-20 shot there. Ah, I am hungry now though. Even though you're talking about disgusting food. I'm hungry. Oh, it's I'm so annoyed. It's a 55-ton mech at the back after all that, and I was hoping it was a Valkyrie lobbing LRMs in, and it's not. It's a 55-tonner. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's a dervish at least. I do like the dervish. Maybe we can pick that apart for salvage. Right, let's give Alto some vigilance since he's out of cover, and we'll precision strike this Stinger to get him killed as quickly as possible. Vent some coolant.
Okay, now the gloves are off.
Systems holding.
Yeah, I think we'll try to pick that apart for salvage if I can. I'm kind of interested in a second dervish. I might even put it in the medium lance because I do like the speed, the maneuverability, the ability to get behind things, flank, and just let rip with that missile spam.
Piece of cake.
It's a nice mech.
Yes, Commander.
And it's, I mean, prior to playing Battletech Extended 3025, I didn't really like the 55-ton mechs. Wasn't really a big fan of them because they are, I don't know, they're just underwhelming compared to the firepower that you can cram into a 50-tonner instead. So I tended to just overlook them a lot. But with this dervish, it's made me interested in taking advantage of the speed and just using the missiles. It's worth noting though, for those that might not have already figured it out, that what I do with this dervish, you can do the exact same thing with the Kintaro 18. And that game, that mech is in the vanilla game. So you can fit the same build into the Kintaro. You have to strip the rear armor down quite severely, just the same. So 40 on the side torso rear, 45 on the center rear. Do I take a bit off the legs as well? I think I probably do, looking at that. But yeah, but doing that allows you to fit 3 SRM6s and an SRM4 in, which I think is a worthwhile trade-off. But yeah, so you can do that with the Kintaro 18s as well as the dervish. I think it's a pretty decent build, and it gives you something maneuverable to play with in your medium lance. Oh, look at that with the headshot there. Nice. Maximum salvage out of that dervish.
Mission successful.
But on my non-stream career in my medium lance, I have a dervish and I also have a Kintaro with the same build, and I really like having those two paired up and having them able to push forward ahead of my other harder hitting slower mediums, have them scout ahead and flank when needed, and move into rear arcs and just let rip with that missile spam. It's really useful, nice little tool to have, and 4 tons of ammo that so far I haven't really struggled for ammo on that playthrough or this one with this build. I think it works out nice enough. But yeah, getting my hands on either a Kintaro or another dervish I think would be nice. So only 2 pieces of salvage can be chosen here, so I'll take 2 pieces of dervish, and then the next time I see one I'll perhaps be able to finish it off. I should have a look actually, because I've probably got a Kintaro in storage that I could bring out next time I travel. I'm kind of tempted to do that because I really do. Like I said, I do enjoy that pairing on my non-stream career. So Might want to show it off on stream as well. I need to get more improved SRM 6s and 4s though. I don't have enough to go around. I've used so many SRM build mechs in my mech bay at the moment that I just don't have enough improved weapons to go around. And by improved, yes, I'm sitting on some improved ones, but really I just count the ones that give me +4 damage or +4 damage and 2 stability. They're the ones that I really want. Anything less than that, not really too concerned about. Right, let's just have a look. How many contracts have I got to do here? Oh yeah, there's a whole ton of contracts here. Right, let's have a look in the mech bay. I just see if I do have a whole Kintaro in storage, because Kintaros are not that common in this playthrough. Sorry, in this mod. But I can't actually remember if I've encountered enough to get a whole one. I have actually, yeah. So I've got a whole one and another half of one. Not so bad, is it? So I could bring one of those out. But what would I replace? Suppose I would replace the Whitworth. Or I could swap out the Hunchback 4G. I mean, the 4G is really useful. Don't get me wrong, it's fantastic. But I do already have another Hunchback variant out, which is the 4P. I really like the 4P. And if I've got to bench one of these two, I'll bench the 4G, because I don't know. I'm just a fan of the laser spam on the 4P. Just as you saw just there, where I got the headshot, just the chance that it has of scoring headshots is higher than the 4G. 4G hits solid and hard when it connects with something, but the 4P is just better at headshots. Right, I'm gonna put that into storage. We're doing it. It's happening. I've talked myself into it. So I need to bring out the Kintaro. Let's just have a quick look, see if there's anything else I'm interested in. Yeah. Oh, I just need that one more piece of Wolverine 6K. And then that would be another 50-tonner I'd quite like to play with. I did really enjoy this Chameleon, you know. That was fun. It was so fast. You can't really fit many guns in it, but it was so fast that you can get into the rear arcs of things and just go nuts with those machine guns. Did enjoy that. Just looking, see if there's anything else. Okay, so yeah, we need more bits of that. How does that compare to the standard one? Okay, so the standard Blackjack has only 2 support weapon hardpoints, whereas the 1DC has 4. That's a difference there. Yeah, I mean, I'd perhaps be interested in seeing how this 1DC works out. I'd be tempted to stick like 4 medium lasers and 4 small lasers in it, something like that, just see if it can handle that. And then just run into the backs of things and go nuts with the laser spam. Right, now I'm down to the level of 40-ton mechs that I never want to touch. The Whitworth is the only 40-ton mech I've liked so far. Alright, so we're bringing out this Kintaro 18. Let's ready that up. It'll take 1 day to ready up. Hey, Low Man Wolf, how you doing? Yeah, you just don't want to read anything Sarge writes at this time of day. It's all disgusting food.
That work order you submitted is complete.
Right. No, not contracts. Mech Bay. Right, there we go. So I'm gonna kit out this Kintaro, as I said already, in the same way as the Dervish, and then I can pair them up and cause some mayhem. Alright, max the armor, and then back side torsos down to 40, rear down to 45. think I need to take a bit off the legs. Yep, there we go. So it's just one click down on each leg as well. And then that should give me enough room to cram in what I need. So we're going to go with... Whoops, come on. Oh no, I was trying to stick it into an energy hardpoint, idiot. Right, 2 SRM6s there, 1 SRM6 there, and an SRM4 there. And then we go 4 tons of SRM ammo. 2 in each leg. And then we've got room for the comms system in the head and the gyro in the centre. There we go. And that's why I just stick the SRM4 in the centre, because that still leaves me room for the gyro. And that's done. So that's going to take 5 days to complete. I might actually just advance time because we're doing low-level missions. I'd rather take just mediums out for that rather than have to squeeze in a heavy into that lance. It's already overkill for what we're doing. So we'll just advance the time quickly and then we'll crack on with more missions. But yeah, as I said, I really do like this pairing of missile spam mechs that are fast moving. Right, what are we going to do now? Let's do this battle. Yeah, that looks like it'll be more of a challenge. 2.5 skull, and we'll up the salvage a little to 2, and that'll do me. So after this, I should be liked by the Oregon faction, which would be nice. Right. So we've still got the Whitworth, and we've got the Dervish and the Kintaro and the Hunchback 4P. Okay. Now I need pilots. What's this? Oh, desert. So still need the hot environment pilots out. Shall we take Shell out for a spin? She's not really played much recently. So we've got Cold Steel in still, Emperor Krang, Alto, Shell. So these are all pilots that could improve. That's fine by me. Booth, thank you very much for the follow. Very kind of you. Okay, here we go.
Command interface initiated.
Ah, yes, this map. Okay. Might actually go this way around. Just to switch things up a bit. Normally on this map, I move into this little patch of trees and fight from there, but that's when I've got stuff that actually has some range to it. Everything I have here is brawly, so we're gonna try to rush around this direction this time. And another Lone Man Wolf, thank you very much for the follow. So what have we got here? 260 tonners so far. Alright, yeah, this is going to be more of a challenge. That's cool. And a 40 tonner. I wonder what that is.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah, I'm going to move into the mineral field, I think.
Roger.
So what are we up against? Oh, a pair of quick draws. Okay. Right. Tough call here. Do I go for the vigilance to get some protection for Emperor Krang, or do I just, knowing that these are under armored, just go for the precision strike? Because yeah, well, I've already made my decision, but I wonder what you guys would have decided, but I'm going to go for the precision strike because with this amount of lasers, I've got a good chance of just straight up killing one of these mechs before he gets to do anything. If Emperor Krang could aim worth a crap, then we would have killed one. Things not quite going to plan there. We did take off the right torso. Look, he's on 12 hit points. We've actually removed most of his firepower. He's just down to a single medium laser and a crit LRM-10. Yeah, 12 hit points remaining on that sender. Ordinarily, that plan would have worked out completely fine.
What can I do you for?
We just got a little bit unlucky there. Right, I can't get Cold Steel into range of finishing off that quick draw, so instead he'll have to shoot at the other one. Would have been nice to finish that guy off. Would have been nicer to kill him in one, but we can't have everything, can we?
Reporting.
Okay, so we can't reach the quick draws, so I'm going to send the Dervish the other way and figure out what we're up against. Hold on, I want to be careful about where I go. Yeah, do I really want to be on that ledge? The answer is no, I don't. So, change of plan. We're just going to sprint. We'll move this way and get in the trees.
As you wish.
Itzman, thank you very much for the follow. Cheers. Yeah, so we're using the massive speed of the Dervish and soon the Kintaro as well to move this way. So although I could have moved the Dervish onto this ledge and shot, I don't want to end up getting stuck on that ledge and there's no cover and it's all going to get complicated. So rather just move this way, I think, for now.
On the move.
We'll focus these quick draws down. It won't take as long with them being reduced armor. Evasion working out nicely there for Alto.
Light damage. Holding firm. Careful, Maverick.
Oh, I didn't notice that quick draw jump jetted up there. He's showing off just because he knows I haven't got any.
Awaiting orders.
Right, let's see what we can achieve here with Alto. So we'll send
There in a jet.
the Dervish. I'm gonna have a hard time finishing this guy off, aren't I? Yeah, maybe I'll get lucky enough that stuff will carry through to the CT. We'll see. It might take me a couple of mechs to take this guy down, which is annoying because he's shielded himself well. Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Scored a critical
We didn't even blow off the left torso. I think a lot of that must have gone into the arm. Oh, a Vulcan. Okay. So that's what their 40-tonner is. Not really scary.
Reporting minimal damage.
A mech whose loadout is for taking out infantry. And he's up against my mechs. He's not going to have a good time. Okay, hopefully we'll finish the job here with the Kintaro. Ooh, not good chances to hit, but we're doing it anyway. Man, he's taking that well, isn't he? Look at that. Oh. Blackjack 1 obviously was hoping for the 1 DC.
Minimal damage. Minimal.
Right, what's left of this guy now? Oh, not very. 2 hit points left on the center. Come on. Come on. Surely we can finish it.
Move order received.
Do you know what? Emperor Krang, I should probably just go for this fresher quick draw here. Because he's got a chance of just wrecking this. Let's do it. Come on, Krang. Don't let me down. No. Still too many lasers off target again.
Hit, Commander.
I have taken the leg off, though, and knocked him down, so... I'm pretty sure his center should be open. Let's have a look. What state's he in? 12 hit points again. He's making a habit of this, isn't he? Alright, fine. I see how it is. We're going to have to finish him off with the Whitworth. Cold Steel, you're up, mate. Come on. There we go. So that's one of the quick draws down. Now the other quick draw, you know, he's very nearly dead, but he's hardly got any firepower left. So it made sense to take out the one that can hit me harder. That being said, though, didn't expect the melee attack there. They can move pretty far, those quick draws, can't they? Yeah. Well, we're all right. It's not a mech that can one-shot you out of your cockpit, so I wasn't too nervous about that. But he should be nervous about this missile spam. Yeah, there you go. Suck on that. That's what you get, quick draw.
That's a kill.
Okay, so now we've got... Whoa! Check out that jump on the Vulcan. Oh, he's flaming. He's flaming. He's flaming, but it's not enough to take me over the heat threshold. Cold steel's all good. Yeah, that is a massive jump from the Vulcan. Does it actually have 6 jump jets in the stock build? It can have 6. Maybe it does, yeah. I mean, no wonder it can jump so far. Yeah, it's also got a whole ton of evasion now.
What's up, Bob?
But do you know what doesn't care about evasion? Punching doesn't care about evasion. So Emperor Krang is going to go for a smash into the face of this Vulcan. Come on. Oh, he's kicked him. He's kicked his leg clean off. And that Vulcan is down. Where's your evasion now, Vulcan? Where's it gone? What are you going to do now? Lone Man Wolf says, had a mission the other day. I hit a mech so many times, left both arms less than 10 hit points, both sides less than 15, and center at 1 hit point. Talk about spreading the damage. The pilot was a god amongst men. Yeah. It happens like that sometimes, doesn't it? It's pretty funny when it does.
Waiting for orders.
Right. We're going to try to finish this Vulcan since it's down.
Orders?
May as well try to make the most of that opportunity. He says, no doubt I'd have hired that guy in a heartbeat. Yeah.
Good to go.
How did we not kill this Vulcan? What is going on? 9 hit points. Really? Really? Cold Steel. He's clearly the man for the job for this mission. He's got the finishers. We're going to vent some heat just in case we screw up and don't actually kill the Vulcan and he gets up and flames us. But no, I'm pretty sure there's no way he's surviving this. This is almost a dead cert. And there he goes. Right, just the Blackjack now. What are you going to do, Blackjack? You're going to continue standing on a rock out of cover? Cold Steel taking another injury there.
Yes, Commander.
Right, I'm not fussed about salvaging this, so we're just going to spam it with missiles.
Firing. Solid connection on that one.
Commander.
Hey there.
Do you know what? Emperor Krang might just finish this. I'll go for the precision strike and the CT. Yeah, he's surely got it. Yeah, that'll do. Nice. Didn't leave this guy on 12 hit points.
Mission successful.
Well, that was quick and relatively painless, except for Cold Steel, who took an injury. Oh, you gotta go. No worries, Sarge. Hopefully see you tomorrow, mate. You're starting early today. Clearly they're working you too hard. So Cold Steel out for 8 days. Okay. What are we going to take away from this? Any improved weapons? First of all, nothing that I want. Alright, quick draw pieces, I suppose. Yeah. I don't know, I'm kind of tempted to just take a piece of blackjack. I don't know how common or rare they are, but whatever. We've done it now. Well, we've not had much luck today in finding the rare and valuable light mechs that I wanted to see. Never mind. We'll crack on. We've got time for more missions yet. What do I want to do here? Oh, we've got actual polar environment. Let's do this. Up the salvage. So, polar environment, that means I don't have to take pilots with coolant vent. So, Black Cat is in. Buzzkill's not done that many missions, has he? So, we'll get Buzzkill in as well. Yeah, let's take Minobu and Johnny out too. Why not? Let's do a little bit of jiggling about here. Let's swap Johnny into a Kintaro. Black Hat can stay in the Dervish. Got Minobu in the Whitworth and Buzzkill in the Hunchback. Yeah, that looks fine to me. So what was this? Was it 1.5 skulls? So pretty damn good chance of light mechs here, I think. Although, now I've swapped in even more laser spam. I've not exactly got the best tools for the job of delicately picking apart mechs for salvage, have I? We've still got the Hunchback 4P though. Like, without that, I'd be absolutely screwed for getting good salvage with this lance. But yeah, looks like everything's going to have to be done with the 4P. Because those SRMs are not exactly scalpels, are they?
Interface initiated.
Okay, what map are we on now? Ah, yes. I know the one now. Okay, so we're going to go up around the left side of this hill in the middle. So we're going to go up this way. It's easier to get into this patch of trees here and use that cover.
Receiving you. No shooting, just running.
So what do we see? 55 tonner and a 45 tonner. Okay, no lights. And another 45 tonner. Oh, where are all the lights? Come on.
Good to go.
Still, it's fine. We might see something interesting in the medium category instead.
Definitely. Good to go.
Still wanted to complete a Merlin as well. That's a 60-ton mech. I think we've only seen one, or is it two of those ever? But I like the look of them. I wanted to see how they play out. See if I enjoy it more than a quick draw or a dragon at least. The rifleman's cool, as I've said many times. That's a decent 60-ton heavy mech. But I've never had a chance to play with a Merlin. Shadowhawk 2K there.
Let's hit them hard.
Again, I'm pretty sure that's the Karita variant, packing a PPC, as you can see there, in place of, well, almost all of its weapons. It would normally have an AC5 in a standard Shadowhawk, and some medium lasers and SRM4. Yes, Syrian says, and a Night Star. Yeah, one day we will get the Night Star. I gave up trying on it. It was demoralizing me too much trying to find one. Right, what am I going to shoot up here? So we've got a Phoenix Hawk right in my face, but they're not very scary. And he's got same evasion as the Shadowhawk, but a little bit more protection. So we'll shoot the Shadowhawk up because he's only got 20% damage reduction. Just makes sense.
Acknowledge.
As opposed to the Phoenix Hawk, which would have had 40%. Oh, he's running away now. I see how it is. Oh, just firing a single LRM5. Nothing connecting with Black Cat there.
Yes, Commander.
We can deal with this. Alright, so now I guess we'll have to focus on the Phoenix Hawk now that guy's run out of sight.
Locking in all weapon systems.
What are you? Come on, be something interesting. No, not another Phoenix Hawk. Damn it. Now, don't get me wrong. I like how the Phoenix Hawk looks as a mech. I think it's nice, but... And also, there's a variant in MechWarrior Online that I think is awesome. Well, back in the day where small pulse lasers were actually useful.
Standing by.
It used to be a great little mech. Fast, maneuverable, and packed a hard punch once you're close enough. But in Battletech, the PC game, the Phoenix Hawk's not really very good, in my opinion, because you just don't have enough hard points on it to fit weapons. I mean, even that being said, it has a massive engine, it's a fast mech, so you just can't fit many guns into it.
Copy that.
Which is a shame. If it had more support weapon hard points and you could maybe just ram it full of small lasers or machine guns, then it would be great. But it doesn't even have a lot of support weapon hard points. It's just like 3 energy and a couple of support. It's just, for a mech that looks really cool, you can't do much with it, sadly.
Ready to get it on. Coordinates received.
I think I'm going to precision strike this Shadowhawk with Buzzkill. Getting rid of that PPC armed mech is worthwhile, as that's the heaviest hitting thing the enemy has left. Well, doesn't have it anymore. What's going on here? Oh! Kicking the Whitworth in the butt and destroying the gyro.
I am taking critical hits here.
And the machine guns as well. That's what I get. That's what I get for slagging off the Phoenix Hawk, isn't it? Well, we've got spare gyro. We can replace that. That was nasty. That was nasty. Well, all that is done though, Mr. Phoenix Hawk, is guaranteed that I'm going to shoot you in the butt as well. There you go. That's what happens. Lone Man Wolf said he'd show you. Yeah, he did. heard me shit talking the Phoenix Hawks. He was like, "Oh, I'm going to show this guy." Just punted my Whitworth right in the backside. We survived it, but oh, that's a valuable gyro to be losing there. Minus 30% stability gyro. As I said, luckily I'm pretty sure I've got at least one spare. Maybe more. Well, I guess we'll take a piece of that Shadowhawk 2K and finish one of those off. Not that I really want to use one. So 3 energy hard points, 2 missile hard points, 2 support weapon hard points, 3 jump jets possible. And it says the Shadowhawk 2K removes all the armaments of the original, aside from its LRM-5, and replaces them with a single PPC. 5 additional heat sinks are also added to help with the excess heat. I mean, just think about what a Panther, for example, is packing in its stock loadout. In a Panther, you've got a PPC and an SRM-4 and jump jets as well. It's more maneuverable, more jumpy, and packs more of a punch. At least at a certain range, it does. I don't really rate the 2K, the Shadowhawk 2K stock loadout at all. For a 55-ton mech, that is seriously undergunned. Alright, is there anything else I want to take? No, so I suppose we'll take a piece of crappy Phoenix Hawk. And as you can see with the Phoenix Hawk there, look, 3 energy hard points, 2 support weapon hard points. What do you even do with that? Like, what can you do with that? Not very much. Like Mammal says, give you a swift kick to the booty. Said, show some respect, you whippersnapper. It's pretty much what happened, isn't it? but he got it right back though. He got missile spammed in his rear. So I need to fix up the Whitworth, don't I? Before I can do another mission. Because again, I don't have any spare small things. Yeah, the 2K model is a poor man's Griffin. It's underarmed for its weight class. You see, Yang knows what he's on about. Alright, let's send that straight into storage. And fix up the poor little Whitworth. Ooh, okay. So, I mean, yeah, as I said, we do have a spare one, but that now leaves me with only one. So, I need to be careful not to be losing any more of those, at least in the short term, until we find another spare. Give us a little bit of a cushion. Oh, I've got another +5 damage medium laser. What am I going to stick that in? Oh, no. It's not another. It's come out of the Hunchback 4G that I put into storage, hasn't it? That's where that's come from. Alright, well, we'll stick that in the head, I suppose, of the Whitworth. While we're fixing it up, may as well make use of that laser.
On it. I'll let you know.
Okay, just going to wind time on a little bit.
Job's done, Commander.
Right. Yeah, let's do the base capture. Another polar biome, so I guess I'll probably leave the same pilots in since they don't get too many missions, these guys. Well, they don't get too many opportunities where it's a good environment for them, let's say that. So I always feel like there are a lot more hot environments you end up fighting in, especially once you're at the higher level locations. There are a lot more hot locations than there are cold ones. Again, another reason I like that coolant vent skill so much and have it on so many pilots. Lone Man Wolf says, has anyone ever made a career out of just hopping around and being a pirate mech warrior? I never thought there was enough missions to make that viable, but considering trying it. I think somebody's done it, but yeah, Grom suggested that I try that for my next playthrough, is just play as pirates and try actually being friendly with the pirate faction, because I've actually never done that myself. Like, the pirate faction is always the faction that I beat up on the most and they end up hating me. But yeah, you should give that a try if you're thinking of trying it. I think it'd be interesting. Certainly, you know, make the game a little bit different. You'll have a lot fewer safe havens of where to go and where to buy stuff. You know, just have to make do with pirate locations, the black market, I suppose, as well.
Command interface initiated.
Aye, aye. I get you. On the move. Location confirmed.
Yeah, give it a go. I think it'd be interesting.
Picked up a blip.
It'll add a different layer of challenge to the game, won't it?
Receiving you.
Do you know what? I want to reserve Buzzkill, I think. Let's see what happens. Ah, now we're seeing lights. Wrong tonnage, though.
Standing by.
The
Moving
area
to
is
position.
clear. Eliminate hostiles and secure.
What do we got?
or proceed to
Fire
the next
starter,
objective.
Locust, and a couple of unknowns. Well, I guess we'll shoot the Locust because it's the only thing I'm in range to shoot. 30% chances to hit on the missiles. Not great, is it?
Taking a shot.
Oh, there's a few. I think we've got 3 missile hits. Brilliant. That's another 20-tonner. So, okay. I think that's the LRM Locust that we just saw moving and shooting. No Valkyrie so far. Johnny's going to have a horrible time trying to hit this Locust as well. Yeah, mostly 30%ers.
Fire.
Oh, welcome back, Sarge. Oh, I thought you were going to work.
I'm hit. I'm hit.
I'm glad you're back, though.
Waiting for orders.
That's a toughie. I think we'll sit out of cover and we'll
my
just go for a precision strike. I mean, I've got plenty of armor. I'm up against mostly light mechs. I don't think I need to be too concerned about any incoming damage. So we're going to go for a precision strike on this fire starter, because the fire starter
All weapons.
is the biggest threat that I can see right now. There we go. Down him in 1.
Enemy down.
Receiving you. On the move.
They're all really, really small. But none of them are the mechs that I wanted to see here. Still, there might be a reinforcement lance. And if there is, we've got a chance of once again seeing what we want to see.
One more for the kill board.
Ah, no worries, Sarge.
I'm hit.
Helping a friend out, doing a good deed.
Yes, Commander.
Right, so in spite of this being incredibly easy, somehow they've managed to hit Black Cat twice in the head, so he's now taking 2 injuries, but caution to the wind, he's going to be fine, he's a tough nut. Going to press up and keep shooting. Right. If he gets down to 1 hit point remaining, I'll definitely have to back him off and finish it up with just the 3 mechs, but he's fine at the moment. We can risk it. Yeah, they've really got it in for Black Cat this mission, haven't they?
All weapons are go. Scored a critical hit.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, looks like Minobu's gonna have to sit out of cover.
My way.
That's fine. Whitworth is completely fresh, although, oh God, chances to hit appalling. Oh, I'm under 50% resolve. That's probably not helping. This locust. All he's been doing is running around, building up his evasion, and somehow dodging everything I've thrown at him. I think that locust was the first target I started shooting at this mission. It's still alive.
Yes, Commander.
Nope, can't get anything in range with Buzzkill. Let's push him forwards then. Come on, please AI, throw some reinforcements at me. Now, why are you running up there? Come on, I can't shoot that far. That's just being awkward.
For orders. Move order received.
Prolonging the inevitable, that guy. Okay, I don't need a precision strike here, surely. I mean, look at the state of this. Come on, Black Cat, you've got this. You've got this, right? Yeah, he has got it. Good.
Tango down.
Oh man, that sucks. Large says they've had it rough. They're still staying at the motel after they lost everything during last September's hurricane. Man,
Get it on.
that really sucks. I hope things improve for them.
How's it going?
Yeah, it's not something that you tend to really think about much unless you see it on the news. Living in this country, because that kind of thing just doesn't happen. You know, you don't get extreme weather like that destroys multiple people's homes and properties and all of that. Just not really a thing. It's really rare. You know, maybe in some strong winds you might lose a roof tile here or there.
Heads up, Commander. You've got hostile contacts inbound.
But over here, if someone's house is getting destroyed, it's due to a gas explosion. but you know, I assume you have gas explosions in the States as well, you know. But yeah, never hurricanes, things like that. It's a lot safer here.
Got something you want done?
But I can't imagine how devastating it would be to lose everything, your house and everything you own, to a hurricane. You wouldn't wish that on anyone, would you?
Mech destroyed.
Lone Man Wolf says even hurricanes don't like to go to the UK for vacations. Hey, thanks to global warming, the UK's quite nice in the south. There's like sun and everything. Oh, here we go. We got reinforcements. Good. Good.
Orders.
More things to play with. More chance of seeing something rare.
Hightailing it.
Black Cat says at least we don't have chavs. How do you even know the word chavs?
Aye.
I'm sure you have your own version of it. Everywhere's got their own version of chavs. They're just called different things in different countries. Sarge says it peeled the roof off a home like a sardine can, no pun intended. Jesus, were they in it when it happened as well, or had they actually gone somewhere? Either way, it sounds horrific.
Got something you want done?
Right, yeah, let's move into that patch of trees there. See, I'm really loving the extra speed and maneuverability I've got from having both the Dervish and the Kintaro out. And look at all that evasion. Look at all that evasion from the sprint. Great. A Vulcan, alright. Yeah, we're not scared of you. Oh no, he's flaming me in the polar biome. Whatever will I do?
Yes, Commander.
Buzzkill's starting to get a little bit left behind since he's now one of the slowest mechs in the lance, but still getting range of shooting this Vulcan, and we'll go for a precision strike here because there's every chance this guy's going to get absolutely wrecked. He doesn't have a lot of armor. Not on the stock loadout anyway.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Oh, Sarge says they were at the motel during the storm, so they weren't in it when it happened. Well, that's a relief at least. But yeah, it must have been very upsetting to return home and see the devastation.
Receiving you. Roger that.
Here's Johnny. Come on. Oh, come on. He must be so nearly dead. All of those missiles. 12 hit points. Yep. That number again. Lone Man Wolf says, I'm sure the UK has nice places, but I'm not allowed to go there. I'm a redneck, and they'll revoke my redneck creds if I go anywhere I can't carry my gun with me.
Yes, boss?
Yeah, no, you're not allowed a gun in the UK. Especially not if you're a redneck.
Standing by.
Oh dear.
Roger that.
Yeah, you don't need to come to Britain. If you live in the south in the States, you've got enough nice weather there, haven't you? You're all good.
Waiting for orders. On my way. Firing.
Nice. Wrecked him in one.
Enemy down.
What we got left? Oh, look. What do you know? The enemy's got a Kintaro. You don't see too many of those. So, if I remember rightly, we had 2 pieces of a Kintaro in storage. So I could take the legs off this guy and get myself a whole one, assuming it doesn't go horribly wrong. Alternatively, we could just try for the headshot with Buzzkill. That is, after all, what he's here for. Let's give him some vigilance, so just in case. All right, come on, come on, come on, come on. You can do it. You can do it. Did we get one? I think we got one. Yeah, we got one. Cool. So next turn, we've got a chance of finishing it off. Sarge says, I was very lucky. I only had a small roof leak and 2 windows blown out, considering they live only about 1 mile from me. Whoa, so yeah.
Let's do this.
I suppose it must be fairly random
Standing by.
who gets the worst of it and who doesn't.
Yes, Commander. Confirmed.
Just moving him here because I want to see what this other mech is. It's a Valkyrie! Finally! We actually are going to see a Valkyrie. Ah, come on. Let's get a zoom in. There it is. A little Valkyrie. Come on, turn to faces. Don't be rude. There it is. That's a cool looking mech. That's a cool looking mech. Right, so it is armed with an LRM-10 and a medium laser, which doesn't sound like much, but it is a light mech. Like, getting an LRM-10 into a light mech is pretty respectable. Well, that changes things up, doesn't it? So, now I really want to get the most salvage out of that Valkyrie if I can. Although, salvaging light mechs is really tricky. Like, well, getting lots of salvage out of them is really tricky because they're so easy to... Well, it's so easy to accidentally kill them, is what I'm trying to say.
Acknowledged.
Tasku plays says, I thought the UK was like the Misty Island, with rain and people locked inside sipping tea. I also thought people leave there to get better weather. Some do. It depends where you live, like, to be honest. I mean, the north can be pretty cold, pretty foggy, pretty rainy, but you still get summer. You still get warm parts of the year. The south is pretty mild. I mean, I lived for about 10 years down in a county called Essex, which is kind of southeast-ish, and it's really mild there. Like where I lived, you didn't get that much rain at all. It was mostly warm. Winters were really mild, and there are places that are even further south than that in the UK. So there are some places that are actually, you know, don't really fit the stereotype that people from outside of Britain usually hear about. But where I live now, I'm in what's known as the Midlands, so unsurprisingly, that means I'm in the middle of the country, and it's not so bad here either, generally speaking. Barely had a winter this year. I mean, when I was really young, I used to live here, and I do remember it being a lot colder on occasions, you know. I don't know, I feel like the weather has shifted a bit. Lowman Wolf says, thanks to the millions of cows farting in America, we're improving their lives and their weather. Yeah, thanks, America. keep those cows farting. Things are great. And also, you know, if the ice caps melt, like where I am, I'll probably be all right. I'm kind of in the middle, like quite high above sea level, so I'm all right. The rest of the country might be screwed. But, you know, on the plus side, it will mean there's a possibility of there being a coast really near to me at that point. So I'm not, like, in terms of where I am in Britain, I'm not very near to a coast. You have to, well, probably about as far away as you can be from a coastline, considering we're an island. But, yeah, if the polar ice caps melt, then we'll have a coastline really near to us, you know, like 20 minutes away, which could be nice. So, you know, I'm all fine with it. Right, are we going to try for this headshot? Yes. Minobu does actually have cool shot mastery, so I'm going to switch off the SRM4s, and we're going to go for a headshot attempt on this Valkyrie. Oh, God, this could go badly wrong. Come on, Minobu.
Locked on.
No, doesn't look like we got a headshot there. And I'm pretty sure destroying that Kintaro went horribly wrong. I was kind of talking or reading chat, not paying attention when it happened, but pretty sure that went horrifically. So we're only going to be getting one piece
Orders.
of the Kintaro, which is a shame. But then again, I can only take 2 pieces of salvage, and as it happens, I might just end up with 1 piece of Valkyrie and 1 piece of that.
Waiting.
But we'll see. Alright, I'm keeping the SRM mechs well and truly out of this at this point. This is a job for delicate, medium precision lasering.
Ready for orders.
Alright, buzzkill.
Acknowledge.
Well, this could be the end of it. This could evaporate the Valkyrie, but we're trying for the headshot. Come on.
Giving them everything I've
We got a 2, 3. It looked like we got it. We got it. Yes, we did. Brilliant. That is great stuff.
Mission successful.
Okay, so Black Cat's going to be out for 20 days. Oh man, that's a long time with that double injury. Minabu just out for 8. Buzzkill cleaning up the kills there. Oh no, it didn't go so badly after all. Look, we did end up with 3 pieces of Kintaro available. Now, we're not going to take the pieces of Kintaro. Would really be nice to get lucky enough to roll 2 of them though, and end up with a second Kintaro. But what we are after is this Valkyrie, and I can only take 2 pieces, unfortunately. But it does mean the next time I see one, well, there's more than one variant of Valkyrie. So this one's the QA. What have we got? It has, well, it's a 30-ton mech. It's got 2 energy hard points, 2 missile hard points, and 2 support weapon hard points. So pretty flexible for a light mech. Not too bad. It says the Valkyrie has as its primary armament an LRM-10 launcher with 1 ton of reloads mounted in the left torso. While an unusual weapon on a light mech, it gives the Valkyrie a long reach and respectable damage, especially against other light mech hunters. As a backup weapon, the Valkyrie carries a medium laser in its right arm. This mix of long and short range weapons allows the Valkyrie to soften up other mechs from long range, then move in for a kill. But I just want to get my hands on one because it's one we've not been able to play with yet. It's a new mech, a new toy to have a look at. I don't know if it's going to be any good or not. I won't know until I can see how much stuff you can or can't fit in it. But the stock loadout being an LRM-10 and a medium laser tells me you probably can't cram too much in it. But we'll have to see. It seems to have a reasonable sized engine looking at its movement. Let's compare it to a Stinger. Whoops, come on. Yeah, so it's not going to be as fast as a Stinger, although Stinger is 10 tons lighter. What about Firestarter? Mando? Okay. So it's slower than a Firestarter, so it's interesting. Yeah, maybe it can fit a reasonable amount in it. Well, we'll have to wait and see. So we'll take 2 pieces of that and hope we run into another one at some point in the future to complete one of those, and then I'll bring it out and have a mess around with it. So fingers crossed now on the random roll, pray to RNGesus that we get a couple of pieces of Kintaro, or maybe that extra piece of Valkyrie. Everything else not really that bothered about. So we'll see. Come on. No. Oh. Bit of Locust and a Commando 2D. Not really what we're hoping for, but never mind. Still, exciting that we've got 2 pieces of a new mech there in the making. So look forward to finishing that off at some point. I'm just laughing at California. I only just noticed that comment. Is that what it's known as now? California. Awesome. Right, what are we going to do? Have I got time to... No, it's an escort. I haven't got time to squeeze an escort in there. They're long and drawn out and annoying. In fact, I'm probably just going to straight up skip that escort and we'll travel to somewhere else. So, what I'll do is I'll do me travelling, set ourselves up. Oh, what have we got over here? What is that? That's a 3 skull. We could go do that. Since we're down here and all of that, what's that? 29 days away. Yeah, so I think I might set myself up for that because I neglected doing a lot of the flashpoints while we were doing some serious mech hunting, like in the mid stage of this career. But now we've achieved a fair amount of grabbing of things that we wanted, and we're just looking for anything else at this point. And there is still a lot of stuff to find, as I keep saying. But it would be nice to get some of these flashpoints out of the way, if for no other reason than to stop the orange flash thing happening at me. But some of them reward lost tech as well, which is what makes them worth doing. That's only rare items. That's rare items. What's that? Rare. Have I done all the lost tech ones already? Is that what's going on? Rare items, and this one, rare items. Okay. Well, I do know that allying with factions, the flashpoints that come up for the Federated Suns, the Capellans, and for the Free Worlds League, those flashpoints that you get from allying with them, they do reward lost tech. So there's always those I can do in the future. But I think I want to get that one out of the way. So we'll set up a travel there. But first of all, let's check, see if any repairs need doing. And then when we start the session tomorrow, we can start with that flashpoint and just do it. Right, everything looks fine. I don't think I've got anything else I want to kit out, have I? Nope. Alright, let's check pilot XP.
Reporting.
Awesome. Alto can get another point in piloting.
Training complete.
Pilot's coming along nicely. Getting very, very advanced. Even the second and third wave of pilots are coming along nicely now. Going to have a lot of 10-10-10-10 pilots before too long. Cold Steel, yes, yes. More gunnery for Cold Steel. 2 points in gunnery. That's awesome. That'll go a long way. Should I actually spend a bit in piloting as well? Nah, screw it. We don't need that yet. Let's keep saving for gunnery.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Empower says, you ever get a Night Star? No. No, I didn't. We will be heading into Davian space again before too long, and that's where I've got a chance of finishing off the Night Star. And there's some flashpoints for me to do in the Federated Suns space. Ooh, Emperor Krang can level up as well. Nice. But on my non-stream career, I saw the other Night Star variant, which I think was at the 9J or something like that. And that shows up when you're fighting against Marek forces, I believe. I think that's what I was fighting when that appeared. So I have seen another Night Star since, just the wrong type of Night Star. and on the wrong career. So yeah, you know, they're rare. Still no Annihilator.
Standing by.
The Annihilators are in as well, but still patiently waiting for one of those. Right, we've got more piloting skill
Warrior training complete.
available for Minnow Boot. And what about Shell? Nope, still saving for more gunnery, and Sarge is maxed. Alright, that's cool. Some levelling up has been achieved in the pilots today. Pretty good. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to travel on to this flashpoint and set ourselves up for tomorrow. Syrian's saying, yep, 9J Wolf's Dragoon variant. So, I suppose that was just coincidence then that it showed up against House Marek. Catch has got high spirits. Awesome.
Docking sequence commencing.
Right, while that's happening, let's have a look what's going on. Hagen's around. So today I think we'll go raid Hagen. Just let the advert play out and all of that. Right, and we're travelling, so we'll arrive at our destination, and then we'll go raid Hagen. I think for those of you that are kind enough to stick around for
I
that.
have a new financial report for you, Commander.
Tasku says they found a fossil of Cthulhu from the bottom of the sea, or that's what they named it. The actual Cthulhu. Solacina Cthulhu. That's what they've actually called it. Oh my god. Syrian says Cthulhu is a catch-all term for wildly unknown and unclassified. Is that right? Oh, didn't know that. I only know of it from the Lovecraft stuff. Did it exist before H.P. Lovecraft, or has it come since? I don't know. Either way, that's interesting. Must be a pretty ugly fossil if that's what they've named it. Right, so we've almost finished travelling. So I'll do the signy offy thing, and then we'll any of you that want to hang around for the raid, we'll set up the raid after I've done that. So we'll do the ending for YouTube now. Sarge says, "Oh, you mean like Grom?" He's not even here to defend himself, is he? Yeah. I mean like Grom. I hope you watch this video, Grom. Right. Okay. So. Again, I'm not going to stream tonight. Ordinarily, I would do a stream in the evening on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but I'm not quite up to 100%, and so I'm just breaking myself back in easy at the moment. So no stream tonight, but I will be back tomorrow at the usual time of 3 p.m. UK time, or what's that? 10 a.m. Yeah, 10 a.m. Eastern if you're in the States. For more Battletech Extended 3025. So if you enjoyed what you saw and you want to see more of the rare and special variants, I'll keep hunting them down. And of course, we've got that flashpoint to do as well, ready and set up for tomorrow's session. So hope to see you all back again tomorrow. And if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget, please give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, depending on what you thought of the content, and subscribe to the channel for more stuff like this. That's me done for now. I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks again.